fast.
Pretty good.
Are you ready to learn?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Let me. Go here. All right. So, where we left off. Was at the end of Recoded, where Mickey gave Sora, Riku, and Kairi a letter saying, "Hey, go see Master Yen Sid." Do you remember who Master Yen Sid was?
No.
That's okay, because he had a very, very minor role in KH2. That minor role being in KH2, he basically gave Sora like a push to try and be like, "Hey, Sora, the organization's bad. You should like go deal with them," and he like gave him like new abilities and such. That was pretty much all he did in KH2. But now he's becoming a little bit more of a person. So we learned from Birth by
He's
Sleep
going from side character to major character.
to a little bit more of a major character. Still kind of a side character, but
Also, background character to side character.
yeah, pretty much. So we learned from BBS that, you know, there was Keyblade wielders and apparently Keyblade wielders from a long time ago. So it turns out that Yen Sid is also a really old Keyblade wielder. So he has the ability to basically hold a Keyblade Master trial. Let me start drawing some of this stuff too. So this game is called Dream Drop Distance. I'm just gonna DDD for 3D. Get it because it was on the Nintendo 3DS.
Your D's look like O's.
Okay, it's like, I don't know. I guess you can do it. There. Okay, that works. So yeah. Mickey, at the end of Recoded, gave a letter to Sora, Riku, and Kairi saying, "Go see Yen Sid because he's got stuff for you to do." So they go to Yen Sid's tower, and Yen Sid is like, "Yo, Sora, Riku, Kairi, bad shit is about to happen because even though you know basically wiped out the organization, Xehanort's coming back. I can feel it. There's a shift in the darkness, pretty much." So Xehanort, or no, sorry, not Xehanort. Yen Sid holds a trial for Sora and Riku. Kairi, because she doesn't even have a Keyblade, first needs to be trained to have a Keyblade. So she isn't even in consideration, sadly. But she goes off and goes to a forest that Yen Sid just kind of has. It's never really fully explained. I don't know why, but she just kind of goes off into the background again. But all we know is that she's training to become a Keyblade wielder, while Sora and Riku are in Yen Sid's tower taking a Keyblade Master like trial, which was what the BBS cast did at the beginning, where they basically just like fought like orbs of light, and then Terra used like darkness to try and like beat Aqua, but obviously Aqua still won on the end. So apparently there's not like any set trial on what like tests these Keyblade wielders need to take to become Master Keyblade wielders, because with the BBS cast they just had to fight a bunch of orbs. With Master Yen Sid, he's like, "Hey, you know all the worlds in KH1 and 2 that you didn't lock, go back and do them." Because they're still sleeping, because they haven't been locked yet. They're still sleeping. And that's where the dream part comes in. So Yen Sid puts Sora and Riku into like a dream state where they become their little kid version selves again. Remember when I said that we'd see Kid Sora again?
Yeah.
So,
You said that his voice acting wasn't quite right.
yeah, so Haley Joel Osment obviously has grown up since playing KH1 Sora, because it's been so long. Like KH1 Sora, KH1 came out in like 2000, or either like 2000, 2001, maybe 2002, around that time, where Dream Drop Distance is about 2013, 2014 maybe. So Haley Joel Osment is not as young as he used to be, so he can't really do his little kid voice anymore. And a lot of people thought that, like, did they get a new actor? No, it's just he can't do his little kid voice again. But anyway, so Sora and Riku are little kids again, but they're in slightly different outfits than they used to be in their KH1 designs. There's a reason for this, which I'll get to later.
New wardrobe, keep it interesting.
Yeah, new wardrobe. So Sora gets like a jacket with a big X underneath, like the shirt underneath the jacket has an X under it, and
I can't believe he's a Twitter fanboy.
And then Riku gets like a vest almost. It's pretty much just a vest. So Riku gets like a cool ass vest with some like weird symbols on the back. I wish I could remember exactly what the symbol is, but we'll learn quickly what that symbol is supposed to represent. So I don't know if I really said, I think I did say, but the Heartless and the Nobodies and the Unversed, which were the enemies in BBS, all have like symbols to them so that you can like easily identify. Not every single one wears that symbol, but it's like a symbol that's just like that shows that like, oh, they're a Heartless or a Nobody or something. So in Dream Drop Distance, we have a new enemy type called Dream Eaters, and Riku on the back of his vest is wearing the Dream
That sounds
Eater.
more like a Mario thing than a Kingdom Hearts thing.
Oh, you are correct, because Dream Drop Distance is one of the most fun and playful Kingdom Hearts games. because with these Dream Eaters, they're not only your enemies, but your friends. Because you can, if you like pick up enough materials from around the place, you can create Dream Eaters to help you fight. In fact, it's heavily encouraged because, not just heavily encouraged, it's required because they give you abilities that you can't get elsewhere. So, yes.
That's fun.
Yeah. Okay, it's the pet simulator, pretty much. And you can, like, play with these Dream Eaters, like, play little games with them, give them food, take pictures with them. Like, the one of the points was, on the 3DS you had the back camera that you could, like, just, so whenever you're, like, looking at your pets, it would show, like, whatever the back camera is looking at. So you're like, oh, like, look at my pets, they're, like, on my table or something. And yes, you can also pet them. You can, like, just move the stylus over and pet them. So, there was that, too. So Sora and Riku, they're kids again, and they also get new looks. Please remember that there is an X on Sora's shirt, because that is important. Yes, the X on Sora's shirt is important.
Oh, so he's actually a Twitter fanboy, okay.
Anyways, so not too much happens at first in Dream Drop. Basically, Sora and Riku start going through previous worlds that they never were in before. The big thing, though, is that Sora and Riku are not together whenever they should have been. They are now in different, like, realities of this dream world. Sometimes these realities touch where they can slightly see each other, but they're split apart. So Sora's Traverse Town, which is the first world you go back to, and Riku's Traverse Town are not the same. Yes. Also, if you know the game The World Ends With You,
I think I've heard of it, but I don't really know it.
Yeah, so Nomura, who is the lead director of Kingdom Hearts, also directed The World Ends With You. So he was like, let's do a crossover. So like five of the main characters from the first The World Ends With You game are just in Dream Drop. So you just get to see them, and they like interact with Sora and Riku. And then basically one of the characters there, who is like supposed to be kind of omniscient, is like, yeah, so they're in like Sora and Riku, you're like in like two different realities of this dream world. So already we're in a dream world that's not the actual reality where everyone else is, but there's also two realities within that dream world that Sora and Riku are both individually in. Just whatever, okay. As Sora and Riku start going through these worlds, they see these guys in black cloaks, which they shouldn't be seeing. They should only really be seeing the Disney characters and trying to, lock these worlds. But they keep seeing these guys, and they keep seeing visions of organization members, specifically Ansem, Xemnas, and Vanitas, which
What?
Yes, do you remember Vanitas from Birth by Sleep?
No.
Oh, Vanitas was like the main villain, the one that had the mask, and then he took his mask off and he looked like Sora.
I don't remember that at all.
Oh, okay. Well, Vanitas was like one of the main villains of Birth by Sleep, and he looked like Sora underneath his mask that he had, which is hilarious because one of the stupidest scenes is whenever he shows up in Dream Drop. Vanitas, a character from Birth by Sleep, shows up for a total of 2 seconds in the entire game. It's in one
Go,
cutscene.
King, give us nothing.
It's in one scene. All he does is look at Sora and then leave. And Sora's like, "Who was that?" And then they go on. I don't know. And then that actual scene, that one scene, that 2 seconds, gets brought up again in KH3. It's amazing. It's so stupid.
Yeah, because you totally remember such a short scene.
It's so stupid. It's, and I'm pretty sure, like, this is my theory. In Dream Drop Distance, they had this thing where, something in a cutscene would allude to a previous game, and then you would unlock like a short description of like the previous game that you could read. I am 100% certain that the only reason why Vanitas shows up at all for that 2 seconds is just so that the game could give the player a reason to look at the BBS description, because that's when it unlocks for the player. It's the stupidest thing. Anyways. Sorry, I wanted to rant about that one stupid scene that makes no sense. They keep going through different worlds. They go through a Hunchback of Notre Dame world. They go through Tron World again. They go through Monstro again, who was the big whale from Pinocchio. Or at least Riku does, because they're in different realities. Riku goes through Monstro, while Sora goes through the carnival that's in Pinocchio. And then they also go through a Three Musketeers world, and they also go through the Fantasia world, which is my favorite world. It's so pretty. Like, it's just like straight classical music while you beat up Heartless and Dream Eaters. Fantasia, yeah. What did I say? I said Fantasia. It's great, absolutely great. There's not too much that happens between them going through all of those worlds. There's one thing that happens, which is also extremely funny. So as Sora and Riku are going through the dreams, and they're seeing like these visions of people in black cloaks and whatever, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy are back in Yensid's tower, just kind of waiting around for Sora and Riku to be finished, because I guess they have nothing better to do. And Mickey gets a letter from Chip and Dale, who are back at Disney Castle, saying Minnie has been kidnapped.
Oh.
Minnie Mouse has been kidnapped, and Maleficent is behind it.
Okay.
So Mickey, Donald, and Goofy decide to go to Disney Disney Castle, where that is where Minnie is being captured. Minnie has been kidnapped inside of her own castle.
Wait. How?
Because Pete...
If she's in her own castle, then is she really kidnapped?
Because Pete is just like hugging her. Not hugging, but like keeping her like restrained. while Maleficent is like, "Give me what I want while I'm inside of your castle, and I could totally steal exactly what I want from you." Especially since, Mickey wasn't there, and the only other person that's guarding Disney Castle is Minnie, and you have her restrained. You could literally steal it, but no, Maleficent decided to restrain Minnie inside Disney Castle, wait for Mickey, Donald, and Goofy to show up and say, "Give me what I want." And
does she not know where it is?
maybe that's the only reason why. I think that is actually the reason why. She doesn't know where it is inside Disney Castle. So she could also just ask Minnie. Minnie probably knows where it is.
What would she say?
Yeah, Minnie didn't say anything, I guess. And she wanted to destroy Mickey's pride, maybe? That'd be funny. But anyways, before Mickey, Donald, and Goofy can intervene, Axel shows up. And
Who?
Axel, the guy with the big red spiky hair that was Roxas and Shion's friend and also part of the organization.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he shows up and saves Minnie inside of her own castle. Except it's not Axel. You're right. It's Lee.
Who the fuck is Lee?
Lee is the normal person of Axel, because Axel was the nobody of Lee.
Oh, yeah. Wait, Lee's alive?
Yep, because we destroyed the organization, we killed all of the nobodies as Sora and KH2 and Chain of Memories. All the normal, they're all back to being normal people. Mostly.
That literally makes no sense, but okay.
It kind of does, because so when every person dies, they become a nobody and a heartless, and if both are killed, then they go back to being a normal person. That is the rule that was told to us.
Oh.
So it's
But why? Wouldn't that just kill the person forever?
No. That's not how the rules
You
work.
kill the body and the soul, and for some reason the person just springs back to life completely normal?
Yes. Yes. Anyways.
I don't need to explain why that's weird, right?
It's very weird, yes, but you know what? We're already in a world of Final Fantasy and Disney and tons of other stuff. We gotta accept that.
Suspension of disbelief is a thing, but you can't push it too much because then it just becomes nonsense.
It is nonsense. There's no denying it. It is nonsense, but that's why people love KH. It's complete nonsense, and it's amazing. It's either you love that nonsense or you hate that nonsense. There's not really much in between. And,
Fair, I'm a FNAF fan, I can't judge.
you just gotta roll with it. Anyways, so because we killed all the organization members, most of them are back to being normal people. We know not everyone is, because we don't see anything of Xigbar, or who was Xemnas' right-hand man, or a few others. But that also leans into why Xehanort's coming back. Xehanort being the bald guy from BBS. Turns out, Ansem and Xemnas are the heartless and the nobody of Xehanort. So because we killed both of them, Xehanort's coming back.
What?
So Ansem, the guy that we killed in KH1, who was the main villain behind everything. Xemnas, who was the leader of the organization.
Okay.
Because we killed both of them, and they're both the heartless and the nobody of Xehanort, who was the bald guy from BBS, he's coming back to try and make the Keyblade again. The Keyblade again. The Keyblade again.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson,
an old man? That's so true. That's pretty much a lot of the plot. And yes, also not the Ansem the Wise. We're talking about Ansem Seeker of Darkness, because remember there's two Ansems. Anyways, so Um, because Lee is back to being Lee instead of Axel. He also goes back to Yensid's tower, and Yensid is like, "Hey, I'm here. Can I help with whatever's going on?" And Yensid's like, "Yeah, sure, but you need to be a Keyblade guy, so go help with Kairi. You know, that girl that you kidnapped back in KH2." And Axel's like, "Okay," or Lee, whatever. He goes by both, I guess. So now Lee is off training to be a Keyblade wielder with Kairi. And that'll get more stuff in 3. Got it memorized? Yeah, and that is also Lee's catchphrase, or Axel's catchphrase is he says, "Got it memorized?" So, anyways, we get to the last.
The answer
world.
is no.
Yeah.
It took like 2 weeks not talking about KH, and I've forgotten almost everything.
Mm-hmm. I don't blame you. Anyways, we get to the final world of Dream Drop, which is the world that never was, which was the world that was like the organization's HQ in KH2. We get there, not on purpose, because it turns out the organization has been monitoring Sora and Riku's whole journey through dreams. And whenever I say the organization, I'm not talking about the old Organization 13. I'm talking about the new Organization 13. Yes, there's another one.
Why did they remake it?
Because Xehanort needed... We'll get to that before I get too ahead. Anyways, so Sora and Riku are pulled towards the world that never was, against their will. And they learn that there is a new member of this new Organization 13. It is... it is... none other...
Is it Riku?
No, Riku's not exempt, but it's not him. It's not... Riku's not exempt. No,
Wait.
This is...
Wait, he's not exempt? Does that mean he's a nobody?
Not quite, hold on.
What does not quite mean in this context?
I'll get to it. So anyways, so we learn of a new member that is literally Xehanort from the past. Young Xehanort. Who time traveled ahead in time to help his older self. I am not joking. So now, if you're keeping track, there's 4 Xehanorts. We have Old Man Xehanort. We have Ansem, who's, you know, the Heartless of Xehanort. We have Xemnas, who's the nobody of Xehanort. And we have Young Xehanort, who's just Xehanort from the past.
Why are they doing this?
Because they want to see you suffer. Oh yes, thank you, Golded. I'm sorry. There's 5 Xehanorts. Do you remember?
What?
Do you remember Terranort at the end of BBS? Whenever Xehanort took over Terra's body.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Anyways, so we learn through the organization basically prodding at Sora that the X on Sora's shirt was a mark that let the organization see and follow Sora through the dream worlds. An X
It's just a fucking shirt.
on his shirt was a mark.
It's just a shirt. What do you mean?
I know. So, while Sora and Riku are in the world that never was, Sora gets especially bullied by the organization, the new organization, because they want to get Sora to be part of their new organization. Because if they do,
But
then they basically
that
win.
just for nobodies?
They can make an exception.
Fucking Fatui bullshit.
they can make an exception. So they want Sora to get, to get that. Yes. So as we're going through The World That Never Was, more and more organization members start popping their face up and showing us, like, oh, this person's back, this person's back. One of the main ones was Xigbar, who, again, was Xemnas' right-hand man. We saw him, he's mostly important, I mostly skipped over him, but he is important. He shows up and says one of the funniest lines to Sora, because they're going back and forth and bickering, and Xigbar goes, "Me? I'm already half Xehanort." And it zooms in on Xigbar's yellow eye. If a person has yellow eyes, that means Xehanort has basically Horcruxed them. If you know Harry Potter.
Damn, you can't wear eye contacts in this universe.
Basically, if someone has yellow eyes, that means they have a part of Xehanort in them. So, everyone that's in the new organization has a part of Xehanort in them.
Rest in peace, any cosplayers in the KH universe. You can't cosplay a character with yellow eyes.
That means
or
they're
you
saying
will be killed.
that means they are Norted. That is like the fan base's way of saying that someone has a part of Xehanort in them. Norted. The game never says that, but it was a thing the fandom made up. But yeah, so that's also a thing. Sora also again says the famous line, "My friends are my power." And we see a bunch of people that he shouldn't know. Like or like that he probably wouldn't know for a long time. Like I don't
Xion?
think I think we see Xion in that quick scene that's like 2 seconds. We see like Terra and Aqua and Ventus for a quick second. We see Roxas for a quick second. We see Riku, Donald, Goofy. It's like 2 seconds again.
Oh, I remember
just like,
Ventus. I gave him a silly hat.
Yeah. And so we see a bunch of them, and he's like, "My friends are my power," and he goes to beat up Xigbar, but he eventually gets overpowered.
My friends are my power, and it's a bunch of strangers he's never met.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just hilarious. It was basically just a way to get like a rise out of any player who's playing like, "I know that character." Anyways. Eventually Sora gets his ass handed to him, and he gets mostly captured. So it's up to Riku, who's mostly captured. But I mean mostly, he's captured, but they haven't done anything to him yet. They just kind of have him in stasis for now. They're planning to do something to him, but they're giving it a little bit. They're giving Riku a chance to save him, because they're very nice people. So Riku shows up in The World That Never Was, and isn't as bullied. But he eventually finds Sora in stasis, and he's like, "Sora, my friend!" And then some of the organization members show up and start bullying him. And he's like, "Why are you guys doing this to him? What are you doing?" And then Riku starts beating up, like, Ansem. Doesn't kill him, I don't think. Starts beating up Ansem. I think Ventus as well? Or it's like, I don't remember exactly what it was. It's like another enemy. I don't remember. It's like either Ventus or like a dark version of, or no, it's like a dark version of Ventus or like Vanitas. I'm sorry. That was a dumb fight, anyways. But yeah, I know. I know. This was all in the 3DS. So we eventually see Riku eventually gets to this like meeting room that the organization has, where they're just all on like really tall chairs, like really tall chairs. I don't know how they plan on getting down, but yeah, they're just all on really tall chairs, which we've seen before, but it's still funny. Most of them are cloaked. Only the ones that we've seen are uncloaked. Those being the 4 Xehanorts, not including Terranort. We don't know he's part of it yet, but we'll know later. And we see Xigbar as well. I think that's all that we know that's going to be in the new organization. And Sora is there, and Riku's like, give me back my friend. And then suddenly, Mickey arrives in the dream world to save Sora. And
Deus Ex Machina, but it's
yeah,
Mickey Mouse.
pretty much. Well, mostly. Mickey actually gets his ass a little bit handed to him. I'm gonna send you a really funny GIF. Also, Goldude sent me something. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Let me send you a funny GIF I have. So Mickey shows up, and and yeah, same. And this happens.
What was that? I didn't understand that at all.
I don't know. Someone came in, yelled, and left.
What you do? Fucker.
Yeah. So Mickey tries to save Sora, and then gets fucking just by Xemnas. Yeah, that's Xemnas on the right there. And he's like, it's hilarious. Mickey just gets his ass handed to him. Picture in my head without you showing it to me. Yeah, I know. You know that GIF exactly. When did you draw that? Did you draw that
Draw
just
what?
now?
Draw what?
The thing you just posted in Break Room.
Oh no, it's from a while ago. I just like changed the caption.
Oh. That's really good.
Thanks.
Continuing with that little scene where they're all in that room with all the tall chairs, Riku is basically told by Xehanort, like, yeah, you better get ready because I have pretty much all of the new organization ready, and we wanna,
This
you know,
is the
we wanna do a
original.
thing. Who is IS3?
It's a show.
Oh, Internet Insanity season 3.
Yeah.
Got it. The object show. Season 3 that bad?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Let's just forget about all the characters as character arcs and just Flanderize them completely.
Love
Also
that.
cater to Fanon, even though it makes no sense.
Love that. Riku gets Sora out. And brings Sora back to the real world
Hi, Annie.
after learning. Oh, hi Annie. We're talking about Kingdom Hearts. So Riku brings Sora back to the real world, and brings him back to Yensid's tower, and Yensid is like, "Yo, y'all kind of nearly fucked that up."
They sure did fuck it up.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well.
Okay.
How shit is my mic?
It sounds like you're talking to us through a drive-through.
Good. I just wanted to do some tomfoolery.
Okay. Can I get a Big Mac?
Bye. Yes.
Okay.
I'll send it over to your
Can
way.
I get a chocolate milk?
Yes, I'll send it over to your way.
Can I get a
Okay,
kids
your
meal?
Addresses. No, you're
You
not.
already ordered.
No, I want a kids meal.
No, you can't
You
change your
already-
mind. He already had
No,
a burger.
I don't want a kids meal.
No. Gold dude, you can get an ice cream cone.
Nice. Okay, thank you, Annie.
Alright, I'll send your orders soon. So, you're welcome.
Thanks, Annie.
Okay. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
From a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this as an authentic drive-thru experience?
8 out of 10.
Okay.
I you know, they yelled at me, so pretty fair.
You try to change your order.
I wanted a kids meal. I wanted the little toy.
Then why didn't you just say that?
I didn't realize that they had the Pokemon cards as the toy. Which I was told that is actually happening right now. They're just giving Pokemon cards in kids' meals. It's fine by me. Jensen's like, y'all, you almost fucked that up, so, good job.
You did fuck it up.
Yeah, pretty much. Mickey had to come save your asses, so, man, it's gonna be really hard, but, Riku, you're the one that, didn't get, pesterized and looked over and marked like Sora did, so Riku, you get to be the Keyblade Master now. And Sora's like...
I'm looking at this gif again, and I love how Sora is just sitting there. He's
Yeah.
just watching this happen.
That's Sora whenever he's passed out, because he's like about to be like Norded, so he's passed out. It's really good. So Sora's like, woohoo, Riku! Riku's like, oh, I mean, I won. Okay, cool.
I did not hear any of that. Your mic didn't pick it up.
Oh, basically, Sora's really happy that Riku won, and Riku's like, okay. I guess I won. And that's pretty much it. I think there's one little bit left saying like, well, now we know that Xehanort's gonna be back and like try and make the Keyblade again. So we need to kind of make an army of our own. And that's a setup for KH3.
Wait, was this not KH3?
No, this is Dream Drop Distance.
Okay.
KH3 doesn't come till much later. Dream Drop Distance was like 2013, maybe 2014. KH3 was 2019.
Oh, so it's recent.
Yeah, KH3 is not the most recent game. There was one more afterwards called Melody of Memory that was 2020. But yeah, we haven't gotten anything since 2020. But that was pretty much Dream Drop Distance. It was mostly fanon, not fanon, sorry. It was mostly just like fan service by showing a bunch of previous
Xion.
stuff. Oh yeah, anything Xion I love, by the way. I guess I never really said, but Xion is one of my favorite characters, even though she's really not on screen much. I'm trying to think if I did miss anything in Dream Drop Distance. I don't think I really missed anything major. I even said a few of the funny bits. Like, seriously, Minnie, like, getting captured wasn't really all that interesting. I don't know, I could try drawing Minnie getting captured inside of her own castle. I've never really drawn, like, Mickey Mouse before. Or... I guess it'd be Minnie Mouse. She has the little bow. I don't know what she looks like. It's been so long. She doesn't have a neck, really, does she? She's like a very, very small neck.
She looks like Mickey, but she has a dress and a giant bow.
She's captured inside her own home. It's just so funny. No, yeah, I'm pretty sure I said everything. Basically, Dream Drop is there to give fan service and to set up KH3. However, we can't go right into KH3. There's about 3 other games.
Sounds fine.
One of them is pretty quick. We can go right into it. It is called... it's the full title. Kingdom Hearts 0.2 A Fragmentary Passage.
0.2.
Is KH 0.2 A Fragmentary Passage. Surface level, this is pretty much just a demo for KH3, but using Aqua and giving a little bit of lore. So at the very end, at the very, very end of BBS, we saw that, I think it was Sleeping Beauty's castle was just in the realm of darkness, because. So there's that. And Aqua is like, what is this doing in here? Because Aqua, after her fight with Terranort, she sacrificed herself to be stuck in the world of darkness. So she's just kind of floating around in the world of darkness until she sees a castle, and she's like, oh my gosh, a castle, I gotta go to it and figure out what's happening. So she goes to it, and she sees Heartless for the first time. Because, the only enemies she knew were unversed. But now she's seeing Heartless in the realm of darkness. Well, actually, no, that's not true. Not for the first time. Because as soon as she entered the realm of darkness, she started seeing Heartless, but whatever. Anyways. So she goes to it, and she has to fight... do you know Persona 4?
No.
Okay. In Persona 4, the whole point how the characters get their personas is they have to fight a shadow version of themselves. Yeah, Aqua has to fight a shadow version of herself called Anti-Aqua.
Very creative. They didn't even call it something fire-related.
Nope. So she has to fight her evil self. Because she's, the realm of darkness, and the realm of darkness likes to play tricks with anyone that's inside of it. So she has to fight her inner self because she's full of guilt and sadness, and she starts seeing visions of Ventus and Terra, even though they're not actually there. The realm of darkness is just playing tricks on her because it's hoo hoo ha ha funny. As she's going through it, she hears a voice, and it's Mickey, who could just go into the realm of darkness whenever he wants. So, he just has that ability, I guess. So Mickey shows up after Aqua defeated Anti-Aqua, and he's like, Aqua, come on, we gotta go to help Sora and Riku, because they're out, and they're over there. We gotta help shield the door to the darkness. That was my Mickey impression. I tried. And Aqua's like, okay. I guess I don't know if I think I did say, but Aqua did see Mickey in BBS, so it's not crazy that they're seeing each other. She did see Mickey in BBS. So I don't know if you remember this either, but at the very end of whenever I was playing KH1, it was specifically important that Mickey didn't have a shirt. This is the thing that explains to us why Mickey didn't have a shirt. So
Why?
at the very end of KH1, whenever we're Sora, we are trying to close the door to darkness, and we see Mickey on the other side, who doesn't have a shirt. He's already inside the door, and he's like, "Come on, Sora, we gotta shut this door." And then Riku is also there with Mickey, so they shut the door. Now in 0.2, we see it from Aqua's side, who was there as well. Right before Sora and Riku go to shut the door, Mickey gets attacked by a bunch of Heartless, and his shirt comes off.
And?
No, that's it.
Have nothing to say.
So, they are trying so hard to cover their tracks that because the one time Mickey shows up in KH1, they didn't have a real design for him. They just had him in his normal pants without a shirt. But in the other KH games, they gave him a design because he shows up more. So, but they couldn't, overwrite this discrepancy. They couldn't just not have him, without his shirt on. They couldn't just keep the shirt they had on him on and try and rewrite a little bit of history. No, they had They absolutely had to take his shirt off for 0.2. That way it stays the same. That is the only reason why.
Because a retcon was too difficult.
Because a retcon was too difficult, so in 0.2 they literally showed off why Mickey didn't have his shirt on at the very end of KH1 because they didn't have a design for him. It's just that he gets attacked by a bunch
Are they
of
proud of
robots.
themselves? They infinitely complicated the plot just to explain a stupid design choice.
Correct. This is how insane the devs are. Anyways, I should also mention that Aqua also had her Master Keyblade, Master Ericus. She had her his Keyblade on her the entire time while she's going through the Realm of Darkness. So Mickey seals the door to the door of darkness, and also just goes away, and so does Riku because Aqua now has to fight the Heartless that, you know, tore Mickey's shirt off. It's just like a big towering spiral of a bunch of shadows, which are like the very base Heartless enemy, but it's just a boatload of them in like a tower all trying to attack you at once. So that's pretty much the final enemy of 0.2, the Shadow Nado, yes. And then Aqua goes back to just traveling in the Realm of Darkness for another few years. And that's 0.2. That's all it does. Is it just shows us a demo of the engine that KH3's gonna use. It shows us what Aqua's been up to. It makes it so you know why Mickey didn't have a shirt on at the end of 1. And that's it. It's great. Oh, I should also mention, it's only available in the bundle of the 2.8 bundle. Can't get it anywhere else. Have to buy it in a bundle. Anyway, moving on, we have the amazing, amazing mobile games, which I do have to commend Goldude because he wrote out a great explanation of those games that I will just read word for word. You still with me?
No.
Okay. That's great.
Am I to assume you're gonna continue anyway?
Yes.
Got it.
Next, we have the game Cucks. 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 It is quite the name for a quite the name for a game. And that's not the actual name. It's called Kingdom Hearts Union Cross or Union X, but the abbreviation is Cucks. Which is amazing. And yes, Goldude sat through all of the cutscenes again just to give me a rundown of it. So I have not sat through these mobile games, and I probably won't just because they don't interest me much. But we're gonna go through them anyways. So, in Kingdom Hearts Union X, this was the web browser game, where you get to make your own Keyblade wielder. And this, of course, is many, 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 many years in the past. Back when Keyblade wielders were apparently widespread. Just a ton of people were Keyblade wielders. And there was tons of Keyblades. And it was kind of normal to just, like, at least know of a Keyblade wielder. So, there's that.
Wait. But weren't Keyblades, like, really rare and shit?
They're really rare whenever we get to KH1 because of a big war that happened called the Keyblade War that killed nearly every Keyblade wielder, which is the very end of Cucks. Yeah. So it killed.
This is before that.
Yeah, this is before the Keyblade War. So
okay.
So we follow a bunch where you create your character and choose which union you get to be in. So there's 5 different unions. There is let me read this a little more. I'm trying to. Is that like their name? Unicorn. Oh yeah. Okay. So there's 5 different unions. We can go by just their colors to make it a little easier. But there is the just to make it a little more understanding. That way you don't need to remind yourself of like what all ones there actually are. So there's the blue union. There is a black union. There is a red union. There is a green union. And then there's a yellow union. And as the main character, not the main character, but I guess you are kind of the main character. But as your own character, you can choose whichever union you want to go into. It's not really all that important which one you choose. It's just kind of a fun little game to try and root for whatever union you want to be in. They do have names: Anguis, Leopardus, Unicornus, Ursus, and Vulpus. Those are the names, but you can just know by the color. And each one, I believe, each union has leaders as well. Envy, Gula, Ira, Aced, and Ava. I don't really remember their looks because they always wear masks. Like, the blue one is snakes, so the leader wears a snake mask. The black one is a leopard, so leopard mask. Red, unicorn, because Unicornus is the name, so they wear a unicorn. Green is bear, so they wear a bear mask, and then yellow is a fox, so they wear a fox mask. But they all have names as well, and blah, blah, blah. So, each Keyblade wielder gets a little thing called a Chirithy, which is like a little helper. I'm trying to, it's like a little thing that kind of looks like this. I'm trying to remember what exactly they look like off the top of my head. No, I'm gonna need a fucking. That's what it is. Okay. Hold on.
Chirithy?
A Chirithy, yes.
Chirithy.
Call it Chirithy. Hi, Clem. I'm trying to remember exactly what they look like. Yeah, okay, they got like little ears on the top of their heads as well. They have, or at least like a main Chirithy. I don't think all Chirithys have this, but they have like a little pouch that they carry around their neck.
I love how Stacey said she was gonna draw weird shit, and you look at the second canvas and it's fucking empty.
Oh. I didn't even notice we had a second canvas. That's okay. And they also have a little cape. I'm very crudely drawing this, but you can look up they're like a little stuffed bear, pretty much, that has a pouch around their neck. Basically, the little stuffed bears that are alive and can talk and are assigned to each different Keyblade wielder that's in each union. They're basically there to help and be guides. So.
Hi, Clem.
Hi, Clem.
Hi.
These Chirithy also
You
have.
sound tired.
Yeah, he's probably very tired. These Chirithy also have the power to look into the Keyblade wielder's dreams and even create ones for them to help guard them. So they also are like dream people as well. One day, your Chirithy tells you his master, who had created him before disappearing, bestowed his 6 followers new names and gave the 5 already listed in the name of the Tome of Prophecy. Yes. So the leaders of each union are given a Tome of Prophecy. and it's basically like the Book of Prophecies is a book that literally tells the future. Just I'm gonna be saying a lot of stuff. Again, you're just gonna have to follow.
Okay.
So there's a book out there called the Book of Prophecies, that the leader of the leaders of the unions, which is the Master of Masters. I'm getting a little ahead of what Golden has read. But there's a leader of the leaders of the unions who is named the Master of
Do all
Masters.
the union leaders have a leader?
Yes. And his
Like,
name is...
At that point, why are they different unions?
Because... The Master of Masters, we never see his name, we never see his face, nor do we know his real name. He's just always referred to as the Master of Masters. He always wears the same black cloak that all the organization members wear as well. Which, there is a reason for that, because the organization cloak is like a way to fend off darkness. Basically, you're not totally immune to it, but it helps basically hide your presence from any dark entities and beings. So, that's why he's wearing it. So whenever the foretellers read the last page of the book, it is said, "The war in that place will lead to the defeat and destruction of the light. The world will be enveloped in eternal darkness." So, foretellers also rumors to trade in the forces. Yeah, so foretellers being the leaders of the unions. So each leader of the 5 unions. Those are the foretellers. Basically, because they only have pages of this Book of Prophecies, they don't see everything, but one of them, what they do see is that a war will take place, saying that it will lead to the destruction of all light, and everything will be enveloped in darkness. And so they're like, "Crap, that's bad."
When is a protagonist going to be like, not my problem?
You know, maybe in the next game. Who knows? Anyways, something that might be minor but not really, that hasn't been shown to be important, is that if any Keyblade wielder is killed by darkness and they have a Cherethy, then that Cherethy also disappears with them. So maybe it's important to know. In a scene, a random scene, another person's Cherethy gives you an item, but it's not your Cherethy. It's assumed later that the very same Cherethy shows you a dream of a figure in a black cloak talking to the 5 foretellers before your character is swallowed up by darkness, that figure being the Master of Masters. Your Cherethy, the one that's nice to you and was actually assigned to you, questions this weird Cherethy, and the Cherethy is like, "I don't know what you're talking about." The darker Cherethy. You then meet someone called Ephemera, who is from a different union than you are in. He goes on to question why the unions are in a competitive match to collect as much Lux, which I think I skipped over that. Whoops.
Luck?
Lux, Lux. I think it's like a way to like see who of the unions is like winning mostly.
Luke's? Like from Undertale?
Luke's, maybe. I go to help me out a little bit here. I think I might have skipped over something. But I think what Luke's is basically like a way to see which union is winning, even though they're just in a competition just because. But anyways, your character tells Ephemera of the dream that you had, the one with the black cloak, and that was talking to all of the 5 foretellers. And we see the Cherethy that gave you that dream start changing colors to a darker color. But then they fly off. Ephemera also leaves, and you find Ava, who is the leader of the Yellow Union, and basically tells you that you aren't quite ready yet to do stuff, I guess. There's another scene where you meet a kid named Skuld, who also questions why the unions are so competitive, and you two become friends, saying that she also is looking for ephemera. And then we see we also see two of the union leaders start fighting because another thing that they were told was Clem,
Yeah.
plug your ears for like 5 seconds. They were told that there is an imposter among them.
Why? Why?
That's just how it is.
My brother in Christ.
The Master of Masters, I think, told the 5 foretellers that one of them is doing something that they shouldn't be doing, pretty much, and is against the rest of them. But they don't know who it is. So so we'll see a few scenes of them fighting each other, trying to find out who it is. We eventually see the Dark Cherthi again, who is now completely purple and has red eyes. So obviously they're very, really bad, because you know they're gonna be evil if they're purple and have red eyes. Says that those talking heartless ones human can fight with their own strengths. Okay. Doesn't matter so much, but basically, your Cherthi asked this purple Cherthi, like, well, who was your assigned Keyblade wielder? And they just like, they're close by, and then they leave. They leave.
Oh, it was a Cherthi, sorry.
Yeah. It was a Cherthi that was like, I'm not gonna tell you. Yeah, it's a mean Cherthi. I tried to draw Cherthi, but I'm not very good at it. You can try looking up at what a Cherthi, and it's basically just like a little stuffed teddy bear that has its eyes closed. Actually, even the skies remember an illusion. Will be ending it, and she is on a mission to recruit killers and Union to go to the next world fighter. They have the strength and heart for the Dandelions. Yes. So, Ava, who comes up again, who is also the yellow leader. It's revealed that she's basically confirmed that yes, the Keyblade War is happening. So what she's trying to make this other group called the Dandelions, which is basically the strongest Keyblade wielders she can find from any of the unions. She's recruiting them to be part of the Dandelions to try and, not let the Keyblade War happen, if possible at all. So we go forward in time a little more, and people start, like, the other foretellers think that it's Ava who's the imposter because they figure out that she's making this Dandelion group, which is not true. She's just doing that because she's trying to prevent a horrible tragedy, but she's not actually the traitor. It disappeared. Yeah, and we also learned that we learned that the Master of Masters, the guy who gave them these little bits of stuff, has just disappeared, and no one knows where he went. He's gone.
Just piece the fuck out.
Yeah, pretty much. And we also learn of a 6th apprentice called Lushu. He's not any leader or anything. He doesn't have his own secret organization. He's just
He's just a guy.
He's just in the background. Lushu, yes. He has this black box. And he was told by the Master of Masters to never open the box. Don't ever do it. Don't do it. That's bad. That's a bad thing. And Lushu is just like, okay, I won't.
I can make a FNAF joke, but I don't know if you'll get it.
Maybe not. And so Ava, eventually finds Lushu. And Lushu says that his mission is to watch the world, just watch it from afar, and then peace out. And he also reveals that he has another page of this book of prophecies, which, you know, the other 5 foretellers didn't know about. But he won't tell them what's on his page because he doesn't want to. Pretty much. So Ava's like, "Are you the traitor, Lushu?" And then the scene fades to black as Lushu pulls out his Keyblade. But then we cut.
Don't open the box or else Scott will have to canonize what's in it.
Oh. Oh, are you talking about the Mimic?
No, the box in FNAF 4.
Oh.
Like at the end of the game, there's just an image of the box and it says, and there's a caption like, "Maybe some things are best left forgotten."
Oh.
And no one knows what's in the box, and Scott has admitted that he's changed it.
That's amazing.
He did a funky.
But we cut back to that scene, and Lushu's like, "Nah, I'm not the traitor." And he says to Ava, "Unable to permit disharmony, you'll be disappointed by fate and lose sight of true strength. Misreading the truth, you will venture forth in secrecy." And he declares that that person is the traitor. And then he leaves.
Say something extremely cryptic. Do not elaborate. Leave.
Leaves.
Prophet.
Yep. So the purple Chirithy shows up again to your player, and he reveals that he is the actual true Chirithy of your player, having been born from the player's darkness. And that's why he was giving you bad dreams, because they were nightmares, not good dreams. And he's like, "Unlike you spirits, us nightmares are beings that show bad dreams. Because of that, we can sever bonds and live free." And then he turns into a big old boss that you have to fight. You literally fight your own darkness. Not much more happens until the Great Keyblade War, actually begins. Where your character is forced to fight against all 5 of the foretellers back to back, which is great. And the atmosphere is just super...
Honestly, are we even shocked that this Chirithy was evil? Like, you literally have the man behind the slaughter as your dream buddy.
Yep. But I think that the whole twist was that the Chirithy actually came from you.
You are the problem.
Yeah, you're the problem. Your darkness caused this Chirithy to mess with you. Pretty much.
He started pulling pranks.
Yeah. Get pranked! So the Keyblade War's beginning. You have to fight everyone.
Bro.
The atmosphere is super tense and upsetting and hopeless and chaotic, and more hearts. Like, a thing with KH as well, I guess I never really said, was whenever someone is killed, their heart just kind of like goes up into the sky, and whenever you kill a Heartless, the same thing happens. And so as you're fighting everyone in the Keyblade War, the screen starts like being cluttered with a bunch of hearts that are flying into the sky, which is actually pretty fucking grim. Just literally seeing tons of people dying.
Oh my god.
In the end,
it's just like one scene in Undertale.
Yeah, for kids. In the end, your character alone dies in a wasteland of a graveyard full of Keyblades that are sticking out of the ground. And as you're exhausted, this is Goldude's word, by the way. As your exhausted near carcass lays on the ground, Ephemeral and Skuld, who were 2 friends, come to pick you up to travel to a new world. Thus ends the game.
God damn!
What?
Yep, that was the entire game, was just, hey, there's bad stuff, and there's things. So I will say the important parts of the game are that there are 5 foretellers, and there's also a 6th one called Lushu, who is just kind of in a cloak. We never see his actual face. And he has a black box.
Do the Chirithes actually do anything?
No, not until KH3.
Then why do they exist?
That's why. Because they show up again in KH3, or at least one of them does. By the way, Goldude, can you... Wait, let me actually look up. I'm gonna look up real quick. Scold? No, that's not Scold. Not Con. Ephemer. Oh, yeah, that's his name. Yeah, Ephemer is like this kid with like gray hair. Scold is like a girl with black hair. They're not too important. They're just kind of there. But there is like... Because I'm pretty sure... Yes. So, I guess there's one important thing about them. It's that Ephemer and Skuld know Ventus. Ventus from BBS
But why?
was alive during Cucks. That is one important thing.
Wait, how do they know him?
Because he was alive during then.
Okay.
So yes, Ventus is actually really, really old.
An old man.
The murder mystery. Oh, the murder mystery. I don't know that. Yeah. But we're also gonna get to see more of Ventus. So yes, he's actually really, really old, but he doesn't ever age. He doesn't ever age.
Both physically and mentally, he's still a fucking child.
Pretty much.
All the time.
Pretty much.
He's immortal.
Yeah. So that's Cucks.
Mortally baby.
The amazingly titled game. And because of that, we get to go into Kingdom Hearts Dark Road. Which, okay, I will admit, Goldude, I haven't actually read your explanation of this, and God, is it long. Oh no. So, I'm just gonna try and, I'm just gonna read it. You know what? We're gonna just have a little bit of a reading. We're just gonna read this straight. So Skuld and Ephemer meet in the Keyblade Graveyard, talking about how there are 5 new leaders, the 2 of them among that number. The foretellers are, currently, we literally have no idea where they are. They vanished after the Keyblade War, so we don't know where the foretellers went. The Daybreak Town, which was the main town in KHUX, where just all of the Keyblade wielders were, is only populated by those who are Dandelions at this point, all the people that tried to prevent the Keyblade War. Each new Union leader was given a green rulebook. A flashback happens with the Master of Masters in the same black cloak Luxu was in. He talks about the last page of the prophecy to Ava, revealing her role to forget the notion of unions and find fitting Keyblade wielders to form a secret organization who will fly into the new world like seeds of a dandelion, and to choose 5 from those group of Keyblade wielders to become the union leaders in the new world. To quickly summarize what I just said, Ava's role as a foreteller was to do what she did, which was find new people after the Keyblade War. And the Master of Masters was telling Luxu that. Master of Masters hands Ava a piece of paper with 5 names on it who will become the leaders. One of them is circled in red, who will inherit the Time of Prophecies. The Tome of Prophecies, which was like the book. So back at the Keyblade graveyard, Skuld and Ava meet the 3rd leader, Ventus. The 3 talk and eventually get greeted.
Wait,
Yes.
what?
Yeah, so at the Keyblade graveyard, Skuld, who was the girl with black hair, and Ava, who was the yellow leader, Meet Ventus.
Sure. Okay.
The silly hat?
Mhm.
Yeah, the
Got
one.
it.
Yep, the one with the silly hat. That Ventus.
Sure.
Three
Okay.
talk and eventually get greeted by the fourth person, Blaine or Brain. Seems to switch from Blaine to Brain at some point for reasons. So Blaine and Brain are the same person, just with different names. Flashback happens with Ava talking to Ephemera, the guy with the gray hair, about the ending of the new world. Yeah.
Who made KH again?
Tetsuya Nomura.
That's Japanese as fuck.
Very.
Yeah, so that's why this change happens. There just isn't the L sound in Japanese, so whenever a word has an L, they just use R instead.
That makes sense. Also, one little quick tidbit. The reason why KH even exists is because back in like the 2000s, Disney of Japan and Square Enix of Japan shared the same building, and whenever there was an elevator
You know what would be
ride.
super funny if we just collaborated on a project?
Yeah, it was literally KH was an elevator pitch. It was. There was I don't remember who it was exactly. It was probably Nomura with like another leader of Disney. They were in the same elevator, and Nomura was like, "Hey, we should make a game together." And they did, and it became one of the most successful video game series ever.
It was that easy.
Back to the Dark Road, which this is more like back stuff. It also gets established that a flashback happens with Ava talking to Ephemera about the ending of the New World, but clarifies that in the New World they will experience the same events, except without total annihilation in the future, and that the 5 leaders keep it a secret from everyone else. Also gets established that all events from X happened right up until the Great War, which not happened sometime, but easier to say here, I think. Yeah. So there's also X, I think. There's just Kingdom Hearts Cross, which is clarification.
It's
This is sorry. This is Kingdom Hearts UX. The first middle game was only Kingdom Hearts Union. Okay, got it.
it's Union Cross.
Yes, Union X.
Yeah, that's what-
So your player character has been having lots of nightmares about the unions, blah blah blah. Flashback happens when the player character is exhausted near corpse lying in the middle graves. No one wants to make the player character remember what had happened. Another random flashback happens where we're introduced to a girl named Strelitzia. Strelitzia, sorry. Strelitzia. Strelitzia. She's been a Keyblade wielder for 2 years, and the two were friends, except not really, as Strelitzia was too nervous to actually approach your player character. They're never actually met. But your character and her have been in the same room a lot of times, but she has never worked with the nerve to talk. As it turns out, Ava wants Strelitzia to become a union leader in the new world. Strelitzia wants to invite the player character to join the Dandelions and enters an abandoned house to search for them. She gets knocked out and the Book of Rules stolen from her. Eventually, she awakens and tries to carry her charity outside and really wish she could talk to the player character, but she dies. Back at the Keyblade graveyard, number 5 shows up. It's Laurium. Laurium being Marluxia, if you remember who Marluxia is.
Bro.
I do not.
Marluxia is the pink-haired guy that was the main villain in Chain of Memories, the one that tried to stage a coup from the rest of the organization. So Laurium is the real person of Marluxia.
My brother in Christ.
So he's one of the new leaders of this new union in the new world. So Marluxia at one point was also a Keyblade wielder whenever he was not a nobody. Super random-ass cutscene of some random charity approaching the player character and their charity, pulling a piece of fur out of your charity, mixing that piece of fur into a new charity, and creating an actual Dream Eater spirit. Actually, this is done to try and get the spirits to eat the nightmares the player character is having so that they don't have to remember. So Dream Eaters from Dream Drop are also back. And then Maleficent time. Maleficent, she appears randomly, ranting about how... I'm sorry, did you mean to say Sora? Ranting about how Sora won't stop her, but later on she's angry at how things always end up the same way. A humanoid blob of darkness reveals itself to Maleficent. Says it recognizes that she's from the future. Maleficent wants to travel.
What?
I'm reading this and I don't even believe it. Maleficent wanted to travel to the past to rewrite her defeat into a victory and gather 7 hearts of pure light. Rule number 1 of time travel: you may travel back in time to a past in which a version of you had existed. It requires your body and heart to have once been split. So in short, if you want to go back in time, you gotta die.
What the fuck is happening?
I didn't comprehend any of that.
Yeah, I didn't play UX. Goldude wrote down a
What the fuck? Is this a parallel universe or something? What's going
no,
on?
no. Maleficent's just going into the past to try and rewrite her defeat as a victory from KH1.
And so she dies.
But her future self dies. So, rule number 1, you may travel back in time to a past in which a version of you had existed. This requires your body and heart to have once been split. So in short, if you want to go back in time, you gotta die. Meaning, you can't go back in time until you die and come back. Which, Clem, one thing about KH is whenever you first die, or I guess just whenever you die, you are split into 2. You're split into a heartless and a nobody. Both of those have to die for you to go back to being 1.
So when I think it was in the first one when Sora killed himself, does that mean he could have gone back in time?
If he wanted to, but I don't think he ever learned. You have to like also learn how to time travel. You can't just do it. But Maleficent.
How do you learn
Xehanort...
if you have to die to do it?
You first have to die, and you also have to learn how to do it. Xehanort knows how to do this, and Xehanort was alive in BBS, which Maleficent was also in BBS, so Xehanort taught her how to go back to the past in BBS. So I think that's how it goes. Yeah.
God.
With the foretellers gone, it was no longer possible to use the Book of Prophecies to bring future worlds in from the past. They had to be pre-constructed ahead of time from data, simulations if you will. The darkness convinces Maleficent to return to her own time. Rule 2 is explained to Maleficent by the darkness blob, but we don't get to hear it just yet. Smiley face, 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 smiley face. Meanwhile, at the Master's Room with the 5 leaders, they discuss battle amongst Keyblade wielders for recreation, agreeing that they will battle simulated data from when they entered the simulated worlds to avoid clashes of the heart. Ephemera reveals Lauriam wanted to sift through the data of the Keyblade wielders to look for someone. Later, Lauriam meets with Elrena, who, if you remember, was Larxene. Larxene being one of the organization members that we killed in Chain of Memories. She was the only girl.
What?
So Larxene was the girl with like yellow hair. She had electricity, and we killed her in Chain of Memories. Larxene was her nobody name, but now she's back as Elrena, her normal person.
God.
In order to ask her about his little sister, Strelitzia. Unfortunately, Elrena nor her Cheruthi know anything about it, except that Cheruthi, noticing Skuld was nearby. Lauriam goes to Skuld, while Elrena investigates the nearby building. Skuld, unfortunately, doesn't help, but Brain suggests that Strelitzia might have wanted to invite your player character into the Dandelions. Lauriam and Ephemera ask the player character, but get no further info. Meanwhile, he meets up with Elrena, who tells him she investigated the house only to discover a glitching after image of Strelitz's final moment. Later on, in the Master's Room, Brain tells Ventus and Skuld that he believes this world is walking a fixed path towards destruction, so he'll become the virus that rewrites that destiny. Some time later, with Brain having gone somewhere, Ventus and Skuld see glitchy after images of Ava and Master of Masters talking about the new Union leaders and the Red Circle name. Meanwhile, near the control room, Brain sees gears and cogs glitching. He says, "So it's begun." Meanwhile, the player character and Ephemera see the glitching happening above the tower from the plaza. They rush to check it out, only to be stopped by flying red cubes that look like the ones from Recoded.
Yeah. Sure, let's make a callback.
Let's make a callback to Recoded. Why not? Ventus reaches the control room. Brain is nowhere to be found. Heartless are appearing in the tower. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Eventually, they meet with Ephemera and Brain in the control room, where Brain explains the nature of world hopping and then asks a question: which Daybreak Town are we in? The real one or the data one? He goes on to reveal that Daybreak Town has been connected to a world that was never connected to it before, and that they had no choice but to investigate closer. Ephemera and the player character enter the world and discover that it is the world of Game Central Station. You know, Game Central Station. From Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay.
Remember in Wreck-It Ralph where the
Oh yeah, that was a good movie.
The power strip is Game Central Station?
Why?
Yeah, they're just there.
Why?
Because Disney World. The player character and Ephemera split up, with the player character heading to Nice Land. Them and their Cherothy hear a scream coming from an 8-story skyscraper surrounded by Heartless. They rush over to see it's some brute with big hands and wearing brown clothes wrecking up the skyscraper. They eventually reach the brute, who yells at them for going turbo at this point. You know exactly what this world is. Yes, I do. If you still don't, you have to watch Wreck-It Ralph's ass.
I have watched Wreck-It Ralph. I know.
Yeah, if you still don't, you have to kick Wreck-It Ralph's ass. That's funny. You have to fight Wreck-It Ralph. This Disney World plays out like most of the other Disney Worlds. You follow the plotline of the movie while eliminating Heartless. Ephemera returns to Daybreak Town sometime during the hero's duty section. Duty. Suddenly, 5 years ago flashback. Master and Masters reveals to Lushu that whenever he was a boy, there was a Keyblade War that happened. It was a war of light versus darkness, except the darkness took on the same form as any other Keyblade wielder, and that the Keyblade War was that the Keyblade War has took place ever since, and even now. The battle against darkness hasn't stopped, and that the upcoming war is not the beginning of the Keyblade War, but that it may finally be the end. Master and Master says the darkness is always changing shape, and that's exactly what allows it to hide inside people, and the reason the war went on for so long. But this time, the battle will end the world, and everything from the world will be erased, and a new world will be born from the scattered bits of light. In the present, the 5 Union leaders discuss the events and decide that they are not in the real Daybreak Town, and decide to try and figure out a way back to the real world. A brief flashback of Ava and Brain happens, where Ava sticks the note Master and Masters gave her into the future of Brain's life, and hands the Tome of Prophecies to him, hoping that he'll understand Ava's message in the future. I'm sorry, I need to read that again. A brief flashback of Ava and Brain happens, where Ava sticks the note Master and Masters gave her into the future of Brain's life, and hands the Tome of Prophecies to him, hoping that he'll understand Ava's message in the future.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know. Back in the present, Maleficent and her humanoid darkness ally... What? And her humanoid darkness ally? Gold Dude, can you explain that a little bit? What does that mean? What is a humanoid darkness ally? What? They reach Daybreak Town as Brain opens the book to the paper with the red circle name, and the player character does the Candy Kingdom part of Wreck-It Ralph. Brain calls his Cherothy to make a request. The darkness Maleficent was talking to has a humanoid shape. Oh, okay, I gotcha. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Later, on a random hilltop, Brain tells Ephemera about the Tome of Prophecies and reveals the note to him. It's revealed that Strelitza was supposed to be a Union leader instead of Lorium. Meanwhile, Maleficent, the darkness, reveals that she has to go to the Union leader's tower to return to the real world, and once there, she has to look for the Ark hidden deep within the real world counterpart. The Ark is incomplete, and the darkness clarifies that only the heart can withstand the speed of travel. Hold on to your pants, because this is Rule 2 of time travel, I think Rule 3. To time travel to the future, there's a period of time where you need to reconstruct your flesh, but it requires both an item with personal connection with them and people who remember you. Think back to when in KH2 when the three fairies try not to remember Maleficent and fail and remember her. Yeah, time travel.
Wait, there's time travel now in KH2?
Always has been.
To time travel to the future, there's a period of time where you need to reconstruct your flesh, but it requires both an item and that has a personal connection to you and people who remember you. And remember, think back in KH2 when the three fairies try to not remember Maleficent and fail and remember her. Yeah, that was Maleficent coming back.
I don't remember that at all, but okay.
That's okay, because I didn't really tell you. I moved over that. That was a very, very brief scene that I didn't even know was important, but apparently it is. And then there's just a paragraph of smiley faces, with the first one being an angry smiley face. Oh, by the way, Humanoid Darkness reveals he knows what's in the Tome of Prophecies. Not everything, though. Meanwhile, Brains, Chirithy, Fetch, Skull, and Ventus. Once they reach Brain and Ephemera, Brain reveals that besides Strelitza being missing, the one person whose name was on the list is Ventus. Meanwhile, Maleficent, Humanoid Darkness, shows he's well aware of the things inside the tower and had help from a very old acquaintance, and reveals that Maleficent will act as a guide for other people to time travel to the future. The two reach the Ark, and the Darkness urges Maleficent to take one of the 7 pods. Before she can, Lauriam catches her in the act. Back to the hill, they briefly discuss Ava and her motives for attempting to change the future, and Brain says that Darkness can hide in anyone, and the Hill gang attempt to discern if Darkness was pretending to be Ava. Ventus goes on to say that Ava summoned Ventus to a dark, abandoned house. Yes, the same one that Strelitza was killed in, apparently. I missed that. The camera pans over to show a girl, and then cuts to Ava and Ventus leaving the house. Ventus with rulebook in hand. They talk as they head toward the tower. Ventus doesn't remember what he was doing before they left the building. Brain asks if Ventus is absolutely sure, and Ventus flashes back to see a blurry photo of a blonde girl with a Chirithy. Ventus clutches his head, and they all decide to go back to the tower. Cut to Lauriam laying unconscious in the Ark room with one of the pods on the fritz. He has a dream about Strelitza, then wakes up and laments about it. Meanwhile, as the player character begins to enter the final stretch of Wreck-It Ralph, Maleficent has entered the real world. She's still in the past, and I quote from Maleficent, "How convoluted!" The Darkness tells her to get into the pod in order to travel to Maleficent's present time, and once again clarifies the convoluted rules of time travel, saying that traveling to the real world was only the first step. Maleficent questions Humanoid Darkness, asking if it'll be coming with, to which it declines, saying its work isn't done here. Cut back to Luxu and I keep saying Memory. Master of Masters. Luxu asks Master of Masters if he's ever spoken to the Darkness. Master of Masters confirmed that yes, he has, and that it wasn't much of a conversationalist and had difficulty communicating, and that it didn't think like your average Joe. Luxu says it sounds a lot like the Master of Masters, to which Master of Masters goofily falls onto his chair. This is where Master of Masters' odd antics first gets shown, I think. Yes, Master of Masters is a very, very goofy, quirky guy. Master of Masters goes on to say it can understand words, and its strength lies in mental warfare. Master says it doesn't understand people's hearts, only hatred, and that's why Darkness doesn't make sense to Keyblade wielders, and vice versa. Master Masters also sets Luxu on a mission to observe, but not meddle, since Luxu was worrying so much about the Union leaders. Cut back to the Union leaders. The Humanoid Darkness continues to casually converse with them and tells them that Ven wanted power, so that's why the Darkness killed Strelitza and made him a Union leader, and that it doesn't matter if that power led to dominance. He tells Brain that that it chose Ventus, because it was already set in stone, that he'd harbor Darkness. It reveals that it was there when the Tome of Prophecies was being written, and that it and Master Masters were old friends. After their chat is over, Brain initiates a fight against the Humanoid Darkness. The player character basically finishes up with Wreck-It Ralph as Master Masters mentions a box that needs to stay out of sight and reminds Luxu to stay out of sight and merely observe with Luxu's 2 eyes and Master Master's eyes. And that's when the time is right. Go off and do his own thing. Master Master says that the contents of the box is a secret and that Luxu can never open it, which makes Luxu want to know. Master Masters tells Luxu, but not us, so we don't get to know. So Luxu knows what's in the box, but we don't, as players. Master Masters warns Luxu that when the world ends, he should make a magic corridor and escape to the new world. Back at Union Group, they face against the humanoid darkness and are losing. Laurium and the player character manage to join in to assist. The darkness reveals that the Ark was meant as a failsafe, a last resort in the event that darkness couldn't be defeated in battle, and that triggering it would seal access to the real world and end the digital world. Ventus eventually regains consciousness and attacks the darkness, to sacrifice himself and force the darkness to be within him again, I guess. Back in the real world, the darkness there tried to see what was happening in the data world, but is interrupted by Luxu, who uses the Ark to send a figure wrapped in white cloth to the future, a seed of light, a true dandelion. Meanwhile, Master Masters and a humanoid darkness are just casually standing on a hill. Darkness asks the Master Masters what he plans to do with the world this time. Master Masters revealed the world was 3 stages. The Keyblade wielders being brought together, then facing off in hostility and suspicion, then seeing what they do when sealed off with the darkness. Master Masters revealed to the darkness that the Tome of Prophecies, or the Book of Prophecies, wasn't all that important otherwise. Master Masters wouldn't have let darkness get away with...
I hope you're aware that none of this is sticking in my mind right now.
Yeah, most of it isn't sticking in my mind either, so I can just give you the link if you really want it, but honestly, I think at this point it's just more of, like, back lore. I am saying most of this just so you know that it's all there, but I'm still of the opinion that a majority of this really doesn't matter. It's just there.
It exists.
It exists. Master of the Darkness said the Tome of Prophecies wasn't all that important, otherwise Master Masters wouldn't have let Darkness get away with peeking at it while Master Masters was writing it, and reveals Master Masters can use his Keyblade to see the future, which he entrusted to Luxu. Trusted all this in case it becomes something that matters in the future. That is also true. Because Chirithy's do come back, and I was like, what the hell is a Chirithy whenever I played KH3? So, yes, Luxu also has a Keyblade that has the Master of Masters' eye on it. That is one important thing. That there is a Keyblade with the Master of Masters' eye on it, which lets him see whatever the eye can see. It's important because that Keyblade is also Xehanort's Keyblade, which we'll get to later. Xehanort and Luxu have the same Keyblade, which is the Master of Masters' eye. Master and Master says the book isn't important, it's the waypoints to the future that are important. That way, those that use the Ark can use those waypoints to travel to when they are as long as people remember them. Luxu will provide the memories, and the eyes, Master and Master's Keyblade will be the personal item that connects them. It isn't Master and Master's final goal, but an important part of the process. And that several others will also use the waypoints. Master Master says he grows tired of fighting the darkness and looked to the future to see something that caught his attention. A world even Master and Masters cannot know. Back to Union leaders, they fuss and worry over Ventus until Laurium joins in and summons her Chirithy. Or his Chirithy, I'm assuming. Which reveals it saw a white-cloaked girl that looks like Strelitza walk in a house with a black-cloaked person. With that info, they all decide to try heading to the real world to try and extract Strelitza's data, while Luxu continues having a conversation with Darkness, warning that without a host, it will eventually have its conscience dissipate into nothingness to reduce them as plain old shadows. What the Darkness calls infection and expansion is really them entering being with hearts and stealing their bodies. Luxu also points out there's 5 more Darknesses with individual wills, and one of them is in the data world. There were more, but there's only 6 left. The Darkness Luxu is conversing with hitched a ride in Maleficent, so the other 5 are still in the data world. 1 is in Ventus, so that leaves 4 unaccounted for. Back to Union leaders, they reach the Ark Room and find only 6 pods left, but 7 people, your player character, Ventus, Laurium, Elrana, Brain, Skuld, and Ephemera. Brain finds a broken pod, which leaves only 5. They go on to discuss who should use the pods to both escape to the real world and travel to the future. After they decide, Brain hands the Tome of Prophecies to its rightful owner, Ephemera, for the first wave. Elrana, Marluxia, Ventus, and Skuld get sent to the real world. Flashback with Master and Masters explaining to Luxu about things. 7 isn't perfect and lucky and bright. Not you, Clem. You're very
Not me.
You're very, perfect and lucky and bright. Don't worry. Yeah, 7 is perfect. Oh wait, no, it says 7 is perfect and lucky and bright. So yes, you are perfect and lucky and bright. 13 is discordant and unlucky and a blight. 13. He says there were originally 13 darknesses, but they propagated and many turned into heartless, and that shapeless darknesses without form decided to wait for those who possess strong hearts. So Master's plan is to give them forms by giving them vessels so that they can be defeated. That's why he was training the foretellers and Luxu, so their hearts would be so strong that when the darkness entered them, they wouldn't lose to it. There are 13 facets of darkness, and 7 of them are deadly. The 5 foretellers and Luxu and Master of Masters. 13 minus 7 equals 6. Master set up the traitor among the foretellers, and the Keyblade War was for the purpose, and the missing page was a tool to have that happen. Master says out of the remaining, 1 will be locked in the data world, and the other 5 locked away in the new Union leaders. He's not planning on sacrificing them, and has been preparing ways to save them. With that, Luxu leaves, dragging the black box along. In the real world, Brain tells Lauriam and Elrena to leave for the future as he sends 2 of the pods back to the data world. Brain sends the 2 plus Ventus to the future. In data world, Ephemera, player character, and Skull get interrupted by 4 darknesses. Ephemera tells player character to get into the arc, but player character attacks Ephemera and Skull and says their heart has fallen into darkness, and generally taunts the 2. Before a player character can land in the finishing blow, Ephemera opens up a gate to a Disney World, which sucks player character and the 4 darknesses in and closes it. So, the 3 characters we know, Ventus, Ephemera, Ventus, Lauriam, and Elrena, are actually sent to the future. That's why they appear in future games, because they're sent to the future from the past. That's why they don't age as well. Okay. Because they were sent from the past into the future. That makes more sense now. Back to the real world.
Is it over?
No, there's more.
God damn it.
Back to the real world, Luxu approaches Brain and asks him what's happening. Brain says he's staying in the past to awaken all the dandelions after the world gets shut down. Luxu says that can't happen, but hopes for the best for Brain. Back in Data World, 2 pods appear and open up for Ephemera and Skull. 2 get sent to the real world, leaving only 1 pod remaining. Meanwhile, back in between Wreck-It Ralph and Daylight Town, congratulating the player character for getting Ephemera angry enough to open the gateway to the world. Player character reveals that her being possessed by a darkness was a complete ruse and pulls an Uno reverse, sealing all of them in that in-between land, possibly forever. That leaves only Vanitas and the Last Darkness as threats, and we all know how Vanitas ended. Ephemera and Skull arrive at the real world, and as the 2 take a quick peek outside to an apocalyptic scenario happening, we get another flashback to Master and Masters and the darkness on a hill. Master and Masters says the game board starts off small, but grows infinitely large, and there is no place light reaches the darkness also cannot reach. Master and Masters tells the darkness he plans on going to a world inconceivable and unseen, somewhere light nor darkness can take control. A world of true fictionality which can never become real. X. Or whatever this
is like the opposite of the V3 twist.
Where you mean like the real world was real, but like in this it's like nothing's real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skull and Ephemera get back into the pods and travel to the future. There's a scene where player character is floating in a white void with Chirithy. Other people start appearing with their own Chirithys more and more. Chirithy are combining with their Keyblade Widows to become Dream Eaters. Player character gets a vision of a woman handing baby Xehanort to a man in a blue cloak. Then, the man in the blue cloak holding the baby Xehanort while on Destiny Islands. Then Teen Xehanort on Destiny Islands as a man in the blue cloak just falls over and fucking dies. And then young Xehanort sleeping on some white bricks next to a park bench in a fancy city that I will confirm not to be Radiant Garden. Then young Xehanort approaches young Ericus to play some chess by a window, and player character connects her heart with Xehanort's heart.
What? What?
So, the Dream Eaters give the player character a vision of a woman handing baby Xehanort to a man in a blue cloak while they're on Destiny Islands. It then cuts to later on, whenever Xehanort has grown up to be a teen, he's still on Destiny Islands, and the blue cloak man just kind of dies next to Xehanort. And then we cut again to young Xehanort sleeping on some white bricks next to a park bench in a fancy city. That is not Radiant Garden. Radiant Garden being the place that was, at one point, Hollow Bastion. But now, young Xehanort is in a totally different place. And young Xehanort and young Ericus, who was the leader, who was the master in BBS, are playing some chess by a window, and the player character connects her heart with Xehanort's heart. After credits, we see Ephemera wake up in a sealed with a seabed with lots of floating ruined pieces of rock and wood and whatnot with an island in the distance. Then a shot of Maleficent's crow bringing her cloak to a window in Yensid's castle. Then Lauriam waking up in a field of flowers. Then Elrena waking up on a mountain where it's downpouring hard. Then Ventus sleeping in the barren Keyblade graveyard as a shadowy figure approaches him, presumably Xehanort. Luxu is seen dragging the box in a barren wasteland. He stops to ponder and takes off his hood to reveal his face. He has chin-length black hair. Brain wakes up in a strange city and is approached by a person in a black and purple hooded cloak, who is also wearing a stylish pointy hat around the hood. He asks if Brain is Brain, to which he says yes. Strange figure says it must be time, I think, is what Goldude meant to put. But it says T.
Bless you, sir.
Bless you.
Yep. Hey, water.
You need more than water. You need God.
True. We all do.
For which one exactly?
Yes. I never know. That's true. There's probably going to be so much, or maybe not so much, but probably a decent amount of callbacks to the mobile games in 4. There's already a character, from the trailer that we saw of 4, there's already a character from the mobile games that's going to be in it, so there's probably going to be some stuff that we need to know. Oh, good lord. That was a lot. Okay. Do I have the brain power to even try and draw anymore?
So much energy spent talking.
Yeah, for real. For real? Sorry, that's
For real, for real.
For real, for real.
On jaw.
On God, man, on God, on jaw. Draw a Keyblade. Okay, it's easy. I'll just draw the basic Keyblade. I think it's like this. Close enough. It gets to be in there. What is he pointing at? Wait, no, hold on. Dog. What? Is it a Pikachu?
No.
It's not? What is that? Sorry, is that me? What? Am I dead?
You just be sitting there
Oh, that's true, I do be.
talking about all the KH lore you know about.
Yeah,
Got a big billboard here.
yeah. I'm like A-posing.
Good morning, everyone.
We will learn today
Good-
about
today
the
I will
friends
talk
Sora,
to you
Riku,
about-
and Kairi. They are good friends. They like to play ball together, and they like to beat
I love
up
how
the
tiny you
darkness.
are.
I know.
I will
they
talk
are
to
really
you
good
about
friends. Yes.
My favorite game,
Yes.
Kingdom Hearts.
It's very good. It is totally not mostly Disney schlock.
There is no product placement in the video game.
No. Now please go out and buy all of Disney's movies. $1 million, yes.
So that you can understand the lore
Yes. You must
of
know.
the video
You
game.
must know what happens to Aladdin. You must know what happens to Sully. You must know what happens to Miss Piggy. If only the Muppets were in KH, I don't think they are.
Oh my god, that would be so good.
That'd be funny. If we could see Muppet Sora.
No, come
Yes.
on, don't do this to them.
Yes.
Because there are a few worlds where Sora, Donald, and Goofy do like change. Like whenever they go to Atlantica, the Little Mermaid world, they do change to like fish. Like Sora's a mermaid, Goofy's a turtle, and Donald, even though he's a duck, they could have just kept him a duck. They made him an octopus.
Why?
I don't know.
In most worlds, I think.
Yeah.
They changed in the Toy Story world.
Yeah, they changed them into toys. In the Monsters Inc. world, they changed them to monsters. In the Night Before Christmas world, they changed them to like Halloween kind of like looking people. Just like more scarier. Trying to think of any of the other transformations. In Pirates, they gave them pirate outfits, or at least they did in 3.
They also have more graphics.
That's true. A little more grittier. It's just Lion King, Simba World. Oh yeah, yeah, Lion King. They go to Lion King, and Simba becomes a lion. Remind me again. I think Goofy does he go back to being a turtle?
I don't
in
know.
Pride Rock, I think. I mean, I'm asking Golden and Cece. I think he goes back to being a turtle. I don't remember. And what does Donald become in Lion King World? They're not aquatic animals because they can swim. But like, did they really have to change Donald? Did they really? He's already like a kind of aquatic animal. They could have just kept him. It would have been cool. But no, they made him an octopus. I don't know why. They should. It would have been cool.
Why not? Ultimately. Why not?
Yeah. Is this Emily as puppet?
No, it's just Charlie.
How could he have Finny? Golden.
What?
No. It's just Charlie? Okay. Golden was making a reference to in KH2. Atlantica comes back in KH2 from the first game, but as a rhythm game world. It's not.
You know what? I don't think I want to know.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, Charlie, yes, got it. Watch your toe. Just send you a few of my favorite gifs.
Oh my fucking god, he's dabbing.
Yeah, in Dream Drop, there's a move where you get to dab as Sora. I'm not joking. That is in the game.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. This is from a live action where it's just Roxas and Sora. This one's not real, but it's still funny. This also happened in 358. Roxas gets fucking dead. Let me quickly show this.
Knocked unconscious.
Yeah. Quickly show this. Quickly show these gifs, because they're great. It's fucking knocked out. It's supposed to, in 358 there's a mechanic where whenever you're close to death, you get to do like a super move. So that's why he gets decked to show off that to the player, but it's still really funny. And this is in KH3. Hold on, let him cook.
Hold up.
which it's really Woody who's about to cook.
Yeah.
In this
Yeah, doesn't
scene.
he say some kind of like batshit crazy line?
Yeah. My guess is no one's loved you either.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be like you know, Woody's like holding Sora back, like hold on, let him cook. But really, it's Woody is the one that's about to cook. Because they're fighting off against young Xehanort, who's again in the new organization. Where young Xehanort.
Let him cook.
Yeah, we're Thank you, Donut.
Yep.
Where young Xehanort basically
Thanks,
has Buzz Lightyear like like captured, and he's like trying to make Buzz like evil. And then Woody's like, I don't care what you're talking about, but I bet no one's loved you. And then it works.
Yep. Yeah, I remember.
It's one of the best scenes in KH3. Oh god. Also, here's the gif of Sora dabbing. It's so beautiful. With this,
God damn!
with this gif of Roxas just breakdancing on Sora. If I have any other ones.
Cry about it.
I do have this one. This is one. You like this one, Cla-
I've seen this video too.
You're right.
This dude is insane. If you
The
drink this
person
at
is
3
Clem.
a.m.,
Yeah,
you
that's
will
all.
get ligma.
Okay, back to the art. Sorry. Right. What should I draw? What should we draw?
Dog.
Dog?
Dog.
Dog. I'm not.
Missile from
Oh.
Ghost
Dog.
Trick.
Who from Ghost Trick?
Missile,
The dog.
the puppy.
Oh, right, Missile. Oh gosh, a Pomeranian. I'll try. I'm not even that good at like drawing animals, let alone a Pomeranian. But Missile is one of the best dogs, I must agree. I haven't even finished Ghost Trick yet. I think I'm close.
I
to the
haven't even
end.
started Ghost Trick.
Fair. Yeah, fair. Jay and I were going through it together, and we just kind of stopped. Because we got to a puzzle that neither of us could figure out.
And
It's-
you didn't fucking just look up a guide?
Well, we're too stubborn.
We will solve it.
Well, I have no clue. 'Cause
Eventually.
the thing is, it's the first puzzle that introduces a new major mechanic. And that just kind of broke my brain, so I can't figure out what exactly it wants me to do.
That's really funny because you do that. Meanwhile, me and my friends were playing Ace Attorney and we just started the game with the guide open on a different tab just in case, and we used it so many times.
Yeah. I mean, to be
Copy
fair,
the website.
I did use a guide whenever I went through the Dangan games, because there's a lot that happens in them. Some of them just being absolute
you say that,
batshit crazy.
you mentioned that, but like, I don't think I actually needed a guide for most things. I just needed like once or twice, I think.
Yeah, it's not smart.
Most of the stuff was just guessable, if I couldn't figure it out myself.
Hey, Fast, can you tell me what's the thing that goes up and down?
An elevator.
Oh my god, thank you. I wouldn't have known without that.
No, my bad. It's a seesaw.
Oh, yeah. With the puzzle you're stuck on? It's okay. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
What is a shape that? What is an octagon? What kind of shape?
What's a shape that has 8
it?
sides? Yeah. An actual question in Danganronpa. What is a shape that has 8 sides?
No. The question was, what's an octagon? And it was like.
Oh, it was like a shape with
X
8
number of
sides. Yeah, that's what it was. Still,
Yeah.
though, fucking amazing.
I know why it exists. It's like it makes sense, but it's also really funny.
Chapter 4 of 2 is the worst chapter in the entire series. It's-
Fucking lying to me.
What?
There's no goddamn way you actually believe that.
Chapter 4 in 2? Grape House?
Yeah.
Strawberry House?
Yeah?
That is
I think
horrible.
that's the worst chapter in
I
the
think that's the
series.
worst chapter. What do you think is the worst chapter?
Chapter 3, it's right there, dude.
Chapter 3, I'm trying to remember what chapter 3 was.
The despair disease.
That wasn't that bad.
What do you mean it wasn't that bad?
It wasn't that
Bullshit.
bad! I still think Grape House and Strawberry House is
Bullshit.
way worse. It's
Not
way more
really,
confusing
it
and
makes
way
more
longer.
sense. Yeah, it's a little longer, but it makes sense. This is just bullshit that exists because reasons.
So?
Also, you cannot tell me that fucking chapter 3 in V3 is not absolutely horrible.
Let me also remember what chapter 3 was. Was that the one with the
Why
seesaw?
did they do that to my boy Kyo?
Oh, yeah, let's not... yeah, let's not talk about V3 as well. CC hasn't gotten through yet, but... I mean, chapter 3, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
They destroy a character
Shush, shush, shush.
completely, but sure, it's not that bad.
What do you mean? I don't think they did. I don't think they did.
Don, which chapter 3 are you talking about?
You were on chapter 3 of V3. I don't think they messed up that character that bad.
What do you mean?
I don't
That
think
came
so.
out of fucking nowhere.
No.
It
No,
doesn't
so
do it
what?
any favors.
So does, like, okay, stuff that comes out of nowhere is nothing new to Danganronpa. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, sure, but like it's.
Does it really matter,
would you
though?
do
It's
that?
only
He
chapter
was-
3. It's a whole new character.
He was established like as a character, and
Yeah,
then they randomly added this thing that makes no sense. It just makes him look really
It
bad.
doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
Because it doesn't matter.
Not to mention that
Gold
like,
Dude's mad about it too, I guess. I don't know. I guess I didn't care much about that character.
the way he was characterized after the reveal is so batshit different from how he was characterized before the reveal.
I don't know. I still think chapter 4 and 2 is way worse. It's
with
just
the Nagito,
it drags on
with Nagito,
so much.
it worked because overall he didn't actually change. It was just one little detail we didn't know about him. But like overall, he still stayed the same. Meanwhile,
Same thing with that character.
no, that character changed completely. That's my point.
But does it matter?
Yes.
I mean, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. It's hard to say.
I mean, you could say it as like foreshadowing to the big plot twist of V3, but it's not good.
I don't know if it
It's
matters.
still bad. It's still bad.
Eh.
Also, like chapter 4 of 2 isn't even bad. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's way too long and really confusing for no reason. It didn't have to be.
How is it overly confusing?
Because there's too many steps. And there's too many things
What-
that have to be
it's a
discussed
building.
upon.
It's a building with an elevator.
But they made it unnecessarily complex when it didn't need to be.
They
it also
literally
has-
did not. It's literally just a building with an elevator.
Gold Dude, it was not amazing. Even whenever I first went through it, I thought like, oh, I'm glad that's over. Like, chapter 5 of 2 is breath of fresh air compared to chapter 4 of 2.
We played wildly different games, man.
I guess, or something. Ugh. It's just, ugh. I'm surprised you're getting upset about, like, that character in chapter 3 of 3, whenever the character in chapter 4 of 2 also has a big change in their personality.
To be fair, I never actually liked that character. So.
Oh, that's why. You just like the other character in V3 more. That's why.
Yes. That's why I
understand
care.
now. Okay. Well, if it's a character you like, then there's nothing I can do. No convincing.
Yeah.
Oh well. Now, can we please talk about how Kokichi is the best character in V3?
Yes.
Okay, that's all. We don't need to talk any further. That's it. He's the best character.
He's the best character.
Didn't see any change. I mean, it's just a slight change of personality. Maybe talk. I mean, maybe it was like desperation, but
But there's no reason for him to be desperate in that moment.
that's also true. There's no reason for him to be desperate. Like for the other characters, it makes sense that they might be a little desperate because they were starving.
Yeah.
But that character wasn't really. Or at least they didn't show any signs of it, so. I don't know. Also just not generally good at arguing. But, you know what? If it's your favorite character, nothing I can do. Favorite character. I mean, you know, Kokichi, best character.
Kokichi, absolutely best character.
What would happen if Kokichi and
I will never
Nagito had a
forgive the
kid?
translation team for what they did.
What if Kokichi and Nagito had a kid?
I don't think they would get along enough for that to happen.
Good point.
Like, I'm pretty sure Nagito would just not like Kokichi. He'd say something about how Kokichi's like disgracing the image of the Ultimates or some stupid shit like that.
Probably. Right, I was gonna draw a missile. We were talking about Ghost Trick, then we went into Danganronpa. Chapter 3 of 2 and Chapter 3 of 3 were awful and completely ruined characters.
Yeah.
Like, on one hand, yeah, but on the other hand, like, is it right to excuse that? Because that might have been the point. You know?
What do you mean?
Because a lot of... Okay, 2 at least started a trend, and then V3 continued on with it. Like, a trend with each chapter. Like, chapter 1 is like the one where X thing happens. Chapter 2 is the one where Y thing happens. Chapter 3 is the one where Z thing happens.
I mean, technically it started with the first game.
Yeah, but like, the second one... with the first game, you can't make a trend because it's the first game. But with the second one, that's whenever the trend actually started and then got continued with V3.
Technically, the trend started with the first game. It's just in the second game that it settled as a trend rather than just like a one-time thing.
Correct. That is what I just said, but yes.
Agree to agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like, can you excuse... It's a surprise gift for you, Madi has, Clem.
Yeah, well, noticed.
You don't want it?
No.
You don't want it? What do you mean?
Good.
It's
I'm good, bro.
What?
It's a gift for
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Take
I'm good.
it.
I don't need it.
It's a gift.
Trust me. Yeah, I know. It's a gift. I don't know if it's a gift for me or if it's for Madi.
No, it's for you.
Yeah, no.
Madi's giving
no,
it to
that's
you.
Not a gift. Yeah, the gift that I'm giving in return is fucking regret.
Do you feel that every day?
Every day.
Every Friday?
Every Friday.
Why did they not have any head? So no head?
Go ahead. Yeah, I have a head.
Oh wait, it's that? It's the little skull?
Yeah.
Oh. Kingpin looking ass. Kill that guy.
You cool.
Q was saying something.
Right. Can you excuse a fault if it's the point to be a fault? Like in general.
Like if it's bad on purpose?
Yeah, like if the writers and the team created a fault for the purpose of being a fault, can you excuse said fault?
It kind of depends. Depends on what the point is, I think.
Okay. Because the point would be to, depends on how reasonable it is for it to exist. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. Like, there's a connection between Chapter 3 of 2 and Chapter 3 of V3. What's the definition of fault here? Spoilers that I can't say, CC.
Yeah, I do want to talk about it in more detail, but Stacey doesn't want to be spoiled.
Yeah,
so
we don't want to
really
say any spoilers. But there is a connection between Chapter 3 of 2 and Chapter 3 of V3 that, like, which is the whole reason why we even started this conversation, that I want to try and point out, like, there's a reason why there's that connection, and that connection is a fault. There's a fault there because of the connection that the writers, I think, made. Is the fault that they made someone a child
I'm pretty sure the
predator.
trend here was just like...
No, yeah. So the fault is that a character acts a certain way, and then a story beat happens, and they start acting completely different. Or, like, a thing is revealed about them, and they start acting completely different. That happens in both Chapter 3 of 2 and Chapter 3 of V3. And what Fast is saying is that they're upset because it changes the entire character. And also Goldwood's saying that, too. So, because the writers wrote that...
Changes the character and not in a good way.
Yeah, because the writers wrote that fault, is that fault excusable?
I mean, the thing is, in V3 there isn't really a point to it, it's just bad. Guess if you squint, you can kind of see a potential point to it.
I mean, the point... I can't talk about it without the spoilers. But I mean, there is a point to it, and it's a reason, why. And funnily enough, V3 music starts. Like there is a reason why the character reveal happens. Yeah, Cece, just binge all of V3 like right now.
Yeah, mute the stream for a bit because I gotta talk.
Okay. I guess we'll tell you when to come back. Actually, no, until that's revealed, and the character's all awkward. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I'm gonna assume Cece's muted. Anyway, you can say that Kyo is revealed being bullshit is like, oh, foreshadowing that Tsumugi's a bad writer, but like...
No, I don't know about that.
That's the only reason I can think of it for existing. The other reason, like, again, Tsumugi finding incest hot for some reason.
Well, I don't know. That doesn't seem right.
No, that's canon. That's canon.
I mean, maybe it's just... like...
You haven't seen that one scene?
Which one scene?
The Love Hotel event.
With Kyo and Shuichi?
With Tsumugi.
Oh, with Tsumugi. I don't remember what happens in it, you have to remind me.
Well, it's, like, the ideal is an adopted older brother, and, like, the two are secretly into each other, basically. Like, she just thinks incest is hot, basically. So, like, you can say, like, if you've seen that scene, you can go, oh, the reason there's so much incest with, like, both the Mono Cubs and with Kyo is, like, because she's... That doesn't really work because you don't really get that information from the canon game. You have to, like, hunt for an event that is randomly, like, assigned.
That's true. I forgot about that. I mean,
What is
And it's
this for,
unfortunate
bro?
because it could have been criticism of like creators who put in their fetishes for like no reason. Just shove it in your face when no one asked.
hmm.
But yeah, like there is just no point to Kyo's character changing completely for that reveal, you know? Meanwhile, with Mikon, it makes more sense because like
She was a
her
remnant of
thing is that
despair.
she literally forgot like 2 years of her life.
I guess
So
it's
it's
true.
not unreasonable to go like she's been through stuff that like changed her as a person, and she forgot about it. And now that she's remembered it, she's like now that new different person.
Fair point.
It just be like
Technically, like the first game also kind of counts for the trend of the information is revealed, they start acting like a different person. Because Celeste kind of flipped out completely,
Oh yeah, that was another thing.
and
too.
everyone criticized it as being weird and out of character for her to like come up with such a stupid plan and then flip out about it.
She's also a kid.
I mean, they're all like the same age.
They're all ultimates, but her thing is that she's a gambler, not really a plan
Yeah.
maker.
I mean, don't gamblers tend to have like strategies and shit?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, 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 no.
No,
They
they
don't.
They
No.
don't?
They're addicted.
Yes.
That doesn't make them strategists.
Of course.
You ever met a gambler?
No.
These people are lost.
Hmm.
Strategy isn't their forte.
You alright, Clem? You want to talk about it?
Nah, I'm
Oh.
drawing over here.
Okay.
I just wanted to give you that little bit of information.
Uh-huh.
When you're a gambler, you don't.
Oh. Okay.
Fair enough. But like Celeste had shown to be pretty smart in all the previous chapters, so it's just kind of weird that in this one time she's just kind of stupid.
I wish I had more to say on it, but you wrapped everything up nicely.
We can tell Cece to unmute now. I don't think we have anything else to say.
Yeah, that's probably about it. I need to actually draw a missile, and Jay, we need to actually finish Ghost Trick. Bum, 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 bum. Perhaps yes. I work in 6 days a week, so it's been a little harder. Totally fair. Oh my gosh. So your style can allow for silly things and possible anatomy, but bad and inconsistent anatomy is not a style thing. Another example, let's say you have a character who's excessively lazy and nihilistic, and they've been known that way for a long time, and suddenly they fake their own death to prove the point that they're actually a chess master level manipulator. Sans?
Hands are
What?
No, yeah, I mean that's not far. Golden to give an example of a guy that's lazy and nihilistic, and then suddenly they're able to prove a point because they're actually extremely smart and a manipulator. And Cece was like, "Is that Sans?" Sans
Sans isn't really a manipulator.
Sans would definitely be good at chess, though.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's deceptively intelligent.
Yeah, see, that was the reason I could never finish Shotgun King. I'm just bad at chess.
I'm being stupid.
Yes, this is stupid.
I do dom.
I'm a dog chasing cars. Apparently, Fast, you know
If only.
who Goldude is talking about?
Wait, I'm supposed to know who he's talking about?
I guess.
Can you repeat it?
Another example. Let's say you have a character who's excessively lazy and nihilistic, and they've been known that for they've been known that way for a long time, and then suddenly they fake their own death to prove the point that they're actually a chess master level manipulator.
Oh yeah. What the fuck was that? II season 3. What are they even doing anymore? They want to write Taco again so fucking bad. How about you go and finish season 2 where she is, idiots?
Whenever the server feels like letting me draw, I will draw.
It's because you're French.
What?
It's because you're French, I'm sorry. It's terminal.
Oh.
Oh yeah, by the way, Goldude, he wasn't lazy, he was literally like physically disabled.
Clem, how does it know, knowing that you are terminally French?
I don't know. But the server clearly is racist against French people.
Oh yeah.
That's an evidence. Oh yeah, totally.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I taught him that. Yeah.
That was me, actually, yeah. That's me DDoSing all of the
I
French
told
servers.
him. You don't deserve to be here.
Can't play your voice, but no session. Oh, that's a different spoiler for the same purpose. It's not, though.
Sorry, what?
I think CC's thinking that the situation that Goldude was saying is part of Danganronpa, which it's not.
No, it's not.
Alright.
They did the fucking Taco plot twist again, but worse. I'm going to kill them.
Is it because of the server region? Why can't I draw? Can't draw, man. Can't do it.
Can't make it, man. Can't make it. This shit's stuck. This shit's stuck, bro. Out of my way,
Yeah.
son!
It is stuck.
Door stuck! Door stuck! Please!
Literally. It will not let me draw. It's like, nah, bro. Gotta wait for the server to respond.
I need to fucking hyperfixate on media that is actually good.
I mean, there's plenty.
I just need to somehow find a way to make myself hyperfixate on Undertale again.
Aww.
Then I will be fixed.
But why?
What do you mean, why?
Why do you want to do that?
Undertale's good.
Yeah, but you don't need to hyperfixate to enjoy it.
Just get hyperfixated on Delta
No,
Ring.
but like I keep hyperfixating on shit that sucks.
Then don't.
He's got a point.
That's what I'm saying.
He's got a point.
It reminds me of that one Jaden video.
Which one?
I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was basically she talked about how she had a lisp as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Like, just stop it.
Yeah. Easy.
You have cancer, just stop it.
Exactly. Like, just tell it to stop. It legally has to.
Oh my god.
It needs consent before becoming a problem.
Exactly.
Otherwise, the tax people will come for your cancer. And cancer can't fight the tax people. Nobody can.
If the IRS comes, run. They are not your friend.
No, they're not.
They're there to collect their fucking money. The money that you earned.
And that they own. They lend it to you, and now you gotta pay up.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't taxes cool?
You'll never get me, Copperus.
Even the Joker won't joke about the IRS. He'll still give him money.
I guess if you want a thing to hyperfixate over fast, you can do the same thing that Annie and I are doing, which is Splatoon.
Oh god.
I mean, I don't really have a 3DS or a Switch or anything.
You have a Wii U?
No.
Oh, damn.
The only console I have is a PS3, and I haven't turned that shit on in literal years, so I don't know if it even works anymore.
It's a good console.
It is a good console. It was super
Yes,
expensive
but
at
it's also,
launch,
like,
but
really,
Free
it's
internet.
also really old. And last time I used it, it had a problem where like I would have to take the disc in and out like multiple times for it to process.
It doesn't matter because the internet is free, unlike every other console now.
that's true.
Keep it. Also, the last console that had white games.
I can do animations. I cannot. I mean, I don't think I could do animations. At least not in like the actual term of them. I can move images around on a screen.
It's pretty good.
And the animation that I did, which was the John Mulaney one, that was more of an animatic, where I had an image on screen for like 5 whole seconds. An animation would be, you know, like at minimum like 5 images per second, which is not the same. Just tween everything. I've never done tweening before, so I don't know how that would work. Like, my level of animation is about the same on Clem's level of animation.
You're fucking awesome, dude.
I mean, thanks. But, like, you use, like, After Effects and everything. I've never touched After Effects.
My brother in Christ. I wish I never touched After Effects. Fucking server.
I'm gonna do it with the animation as well. I understand the information. Yeah. I don't know. Also, I'm a heavy procrastinator. Like, I started that video back in, I think it was like September of last year. I didn't finish it till June. July, maybe. I don't remember exactly when I did finish it. So, master procrastinator. Along with, just in actual animation, I don't know if I could. Without that many drawbacks of Flash. There is? Kinda? I forget the name of it, but people are moving from like Adobe Animate to a different one that I don't remember the name of. Like even like
Toon
studios.
Boom.
What is it?
Toon Boom, probably.
No. I mean, Toon Boom is one that I've heard, but I've heard of another one. Toon Boom. Alright.
Lip Studio. What's another name that I know about? There's an open something animation software, but it's still vector based, and that's horrible. Flash is kind of cool,
Because it's vector based.
but it's vector based.
It is. Which does,
Toon Boom
you know,
has
keep,
vector and raster,
Yeah.
and it's actually awesome. However, it costs $1,000 a year.
Jesus.
I think I was kind of joking, but I think that's pretty close to the actual price. you look up Toon Boom, it's pretty expensive. Also, I don't think they have a... Wait, no, they might still have a like lifetime license, but like you gotta sell your house for that one. But it's also a very, 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 very good software for animation. Blue.
It's more of a purple. You alright? Can you see colors?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe I can't see colors then.
It looked cold. I thought it was blue. I guess I was wrong. Oh my god, JPEG on the canvas?
Yeah.
What
it's
they
a
do?
JPEG. What they doing?
What they do?
Doing amazing is what they doing.
What they doing?
Doing you.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
it's it's
Lamb.
the sheep guy from the sheep game.
Lamb. Close enough. I mean, lamb, sheep, you know, they're close.
Tomato.
Yeah. There goes. Missile. Hold on, let me get the... Try and getting the... I've been drawing on paper. It's pretty good.
Goody.
Good.
I agree, it's pretty goody. I appreciate paper. The only problem I have now is that whenever I have paper in front of me and I have a keyboard in front of me, I will automatically have my fingers just move to the Control Z whenever I do a mistake. You were born for this.
She was made for me. Honestly, I agree. You do an amazingly good lamb, Jay.
Wait, Marty, why did you take out the T from my username?
Will it break again? Who knows?
There you go. There's Missile. Getting little details in the ears too. Yeah, that's pretty much Missile. A little fluff here and yeah, pretty close. Boom, boom, boom. Bum.
Slow Monodontal is like genuinely a good username.
Okay, I haven't shown it on stream yet, but I need to show off what is going on the second canvas.
Fucking storyline happening.
Because there is a lot happening here. So this is mostly Madi and... Actually, I think it's only in Madi... Oh no, there's a little bit of fast here. Mostly Madi and Cece. And it is a lot. But it's all really, really good. Simba. Oh no, she needs some milk. Simba. Oh god, Clem, it's us. What is wrong? What's wrong with us?
What the fuck is happening in my eyes?
Your eyes? You only have one eye.
Oh, my eye. My bad.
What's going on with my eyes? Oh god. Slow monodottle. That is actually a pretty good one. Silver goal. Silver gal. What would be Clem fans when the Amogus fans? Correct. That's pretty correct.
Yeah.
Totally unprepared for Halloween. It's okay. I'm never prepared for Halloween. I'm trying to remember when was the last time I dressed up for Halloween.
I don't even celebrate Halloween.
I think it was like 5th grade. Yeah, our family doesn't either. We have a long driveway, so no one comes to our house. So we just never put any candy out or anything.
We have immense amounts of candies.
Yeah.
Because we live in a neighborhood, and every person in the neighborhood is a child.
Childer.
Yeah, they all have childer.
Is it terminal?
Yeah. So much childer to give candy to. None left for me! What the fuck, guys?
What the fuck, Richard? Anyway, all of this is extremely good. I love everything. this.
Yeah, every single doodle on this canvas is amazing.
So good. Both of you are amazing. The Charlie Brown too, with the it's got the little Dan.
It's a little Dan. It's really cute.
Fast holding a little Dan in Charlie Brown style. Actually, Madi, you do a really good Charlie Brown style.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. What is this supposed to be? It's Cece, but like a stick. I'm confused. Is it one of those like puppets that are on a stick? I'm confused.
Rabbi tail.
Maybe.
Flayed around.
I don't know. But all this is good. Shifter as well. Stick horse. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I know those.
It's a beauty.
It's okay. Let me put it back. It's really good. Alright, let's go on back on the first canvas. I started a run of Cold Lamb and I did not finish it. Sent it to a stairs. Good, it's a good drawing. I love it. I think it was a pretty good missile. Not too bad, at least, because it's not really colored, but it's not too bad.
Where?
Right here.
Dog?
This is Missile. The Missile of the Pomeranian from Ghost Trick.
Dog.
Yeah.
Looks like a Pokemon.
Looks like a Pokemon? It's just a Pomeranian.
I know.
Pomeranians look like Pokemon now, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh god. It's the puffiness. You know what? I feel it. Oh man. Can't stop looking at it, Marty. It's so good. good. Okay. I don't know what else. What else should I draw? Should I give like Shion an actual try? Because I do actually like her as a character. I've never actually drawn her. I have a whole fucking Pinterest board of just her. I mean, I have that for a few other characters. I've been using Pinterest for a very long time. I have one for like Danganronpa, all 3 different Persona games. I have one just for Naoto from Persona 4. I have one just for Pekka from Dangan 2. I do have one just for Kokichi. I have one that has nearly 3,000 just for Len, the Vocaloid.
What? What are you talking about right now?
Talking about my my Pinterest boards.
Oh, okay.
They're just drawings, images of characters. I have the Kokichi one has 1,420 blaze it up pins. The Pekka one has 595, and then the Len one has 2,948.
Do I even need to ask who your favorite Vocaloid is?
It's Maiko. No, not really. Maiko's fine.
Maka?
Maiko. Meiko. How would you say it?
Michael?
Maiko, yeah. She's
Maka.
okay. Okay. I don't hate her, like I know
Wait,
some other people
Meiko
do.
or Michael?
Meiko or Maiko. Nah, it's just both. Both are good. Both. But yes, Len is my favorite. Always has been. Always has
Mine
been.
has always been Ren.
Does that say anything?
We were destined to be.
I think
friends,
what it
I
means.
guess.
I think what it means more is that we're both, not straight.
I guess.
Because
It's telling.
my favorite is a guy Vocaloid. One of the only guy Vocaloids out of like 3. If you want to count Gakupo.
Yeah, there's Gakupo, there's Kaito, there's Len, there's
That's like out of the 3 major ones.
Yoiholoid or something.
Yoholoid, there's Oliver.
There's Oliver. There's Fukase.
I don't know that one.
No Fukase?
I don't know.
Damn, I'm gonna have to send you some Fukase songs later.
Goldude wrote, the only Vocaloid I know is Mitsu Hakune.
Good enough.
Oh man, the dyslexia. I feel it. I feel it right here. So many times I get the word, like the beginnings of words, like mixed up whenever they're right next to each other.
Yeah, once I tried to say Minecraft, but like in a silly way.
Yeah.
And I said, crying math, I said.
Yeah. I feel that. I like to call it mince raft sometimes. That's more because mince raft. That's more because of the extreme, because it's extremely rare. I don't remember the percentage. It's like 1% or something, maybe around there. But it's extremely rare for the title screen to say mince raft instead of Minecraft. That's why I call it that. Clem, is that the pose of the guy like throwing like a pipe bomb at the screen? Yeah.
The guy? For real? You're fucking saying the guy?
Is it a girl? I don't know.
No.
What is
no,
it?
it's not. But it might be a slightly popular guy.
I've seen
All
so
I
many
know
variations.
is-
I don't remember the OG.
Mother in Christ.
All I know about pine bombs is that one video of Hatsune Miku going, "Whoa, pipe bomb, so cool. I wonder what happens if I."
It's not going. I don't even want to go through.
Did my mic even pick that up?
Yours did, but mine isn't because mine's I have no expression on. You just go kind of like that. And she just makes that noise.
The Hatsune Miku high pitched noise.
What is the OG image, Clem? I don't remember.
It's fucking Eminem.
Oh yeah. It is.
An M&M?
Yeah, Mom's
Yeah, it's-
spaghetti.
Mama Spaghetti
Oh,
Man.
you mean the guy M&M? I thought you meant the candy.
It's an M&M throwing a fucking rat. I can just fucking imagine it. Oh my god.
Now you gotta make it, Clem.
Yeah. Whoa, plague be upon you.
Okay, Jay, can you just make a character that is all like fluff and puff? Oh, good night, Marty. Thanks for joining us. You did amazing.
Good night, Marty.
Goodbye. Have good night.
I don't know. I think you.
Now, Clem, for someone who says they hate Among Us, you should draw it a lot.
I find it very funny in this case. Whoa. Sus be upon you.
Sus be upon you.
I need to time my vine booms correctly, but it's a little difficult when I have to press like 2 buttons together.
It's okay. We appreciate it.
Trying to find a good Xion ref. Which outfit do I
Shia
draw?
LaBeouf?
Xion.
Shia LaBeouf.
Xion the booth.
Neon, the girlie from Kingdom Hearts that was killed, but not really.
Yep, she went inside Sora's heart because she was Sora.
Yep. She might do it.
I guess that's a good point I should make. So there's 2 different ships with Roxas. There's Roxas and Naminé, which is, Roxas the nobody of Sora and Naminé is the nobody of Kairi. But there's also the ship of Roxas and Xion. Even though Roxas is the nobody of Sora, yet Xion is the thoughts of Kairi from Sora. So she's still Sora. So if you ship Roxas and Xion, is that incest or not?
It would be
Well-
self-cess, not incest.
Self-cess, got it.
Masturbation.
Yeah.
Glad you just accepted it.
Would you fuck a clue of yourself? I just remembered that.
Okay. I don't know if I want another one of me running around.
I don't know, there was another one of me running around, I would grab her and go, let's do some fucking twin shenanigans. And she would go, oh
Let's
fuck yeah, because
fucking
she's
go.
me. Yeah, we would take turns going to school.
Fuck it, we ball.
Exactly.
It's a good mentality. I like it.
So, what, like, if you 2 were ever saw together and someone pointed that out, what would you say?
What could I say? The image speaks for itself.
You're twins.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, someone that you knew before you got your twin, and they see that you have a twin now, what do you say?
She's
What
not-
is there to say? The image speaks for itself. Go, why the fuck would I talk about her? She's just me, but to the left.
Fair point.
Imagine if twins said that. It's just me, but this is to my right, and he's to my left.
Yeah. Mhm. Yep. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I can't really think of any other Vocaloids.
Male ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't think about those.
They aren't as popular as the girls, I guess.
They don't deserve it.
That's also partly the reason why I like Len, just because there isn't many male ones to like, so.
What are the
The
male ones
problem
do?
with Len is that his English fucking sucks.
Oh, true. I do have to agree to that.
Wait, there's no goddamn way you don't know Fukase.
Why?
You have to have listened to the Vocaloid V3 songs.
No.
Fucking haven't?
No.
Bro, the Kokichi one uses Fukase, bro.
I didn't even know there was Vocaloid V3 songs.
There's for Kokichi for Shuichi Kaede,
Send me them.
Maki Kibo.
Send me them. I'd be down to listen.
They made a Tsumugi one recently. They also made for Kaito and for Miyu.
Non Hatsune Miku song you know is Matryoshka. Matryoshka.
What?
Matryoshka. The one that has Miku and Gumi.
Matryoshka.
Yeah. It's a Russian word. It's hard
a
for me
Russian
to say.
word.
Matryoshka.
Matryoshka.
I'm sorry, my heritage is German, not Russian.
Sure.
It is. My last name is a German word.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's the German word for short. So most of my family members are
Are
short.
you short?
I'm one of the tallest in my family. I am the second tallest. I'm
How tall are you?
I'm 5'9", and I'm 1 inch away from my oldest brother, who's 5'10".
Bro, I don't fucking know how tall that is. Speak in the metric system like a normal person, thank you.
We're American.
bro.
We're not normal.
Alright,
Yeah.
Become normal, be better than that.
In metric. Okay, so 5'9" in metric is 1.75 meters. No, give it in centimeters.
No, that's
And
fine.
see it.
1.75 meters, that's fine. 175 centimeters.
Yeah, 175. So 5.
Oh, big boy!
5'9" is yeah, and then 5'10" is only 177 centimeters. He's only like 2 centimeters taller than me, but it's enough for him to be the taller one.
Bastard.
Yeah,
Wait,
but he is the tallest in my
why
family.
does that
at
say 5.8 feet?
5.8 feet? Because 5.8. Because inches go up to 12, not 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's 12 inches in 1 foot, so 10 inches in 5 is not 6 feet. That's why it's
Yeah.
5.83333 repeating.
Basically, double the number.
Mm.
Take the number, double it. And that's almost the size in centimeters.
Yeah.
Or length.
So.
Or the width. I don't know. Whatever.
Anyway, Q, you're only a little taller than me.
Oh, okay. I mean, that
And
also I
I'm
guess
the
it's
shortest one in the family,
Yep.
barring my cousin who's like young as shit.
Yep, and that
Don't-
shows just
don't give
how
that-
short my family is.
I mean,
I'm the second tallest, and I'm 175 centimeters.
I'm
what's the average
169.
size?
Wait, what was that, Clem?
What's the average size in the U.S.?
Average male height in U.S. I am apparently the
Oh, you're
average. height.
average?
I'm apparently I'm
Yeah, see?
average,
Yeah, there you go.
but there's still a lot of people that are taller.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
brother's taller than you. And your brother.
Average human height by country. What about Canada? 5'10".
What?
Apparently. France. France is also the same. Why is there 2 France?
There's
Double
there's
France. It's the same for
And then-
Finland.
and there's
Yeah, there is.
What's
That's weird.
what's the second France you're getting?
It says average male height of a country/region. So, They both go to the wiki page for the same thing, France. There's two of them. One says 175 centimeters. The other one says 174 centimeters. I don't know what the difference is. Oh wait, the date. Duh.
Different articles that can be fucking bothered to edit the previous one?
I guess. It says year. So in 2001, the average height was 174, but since 2003 and 2004, the average height has been 175.
Damn. We have become bigger.
In Germany, there's 4 different ones. Since there's 2 different ones for 2021. Weird. Yeah, even in Germany, apparently, since 2007, it's 5'9" as well. So.
Holland is like fucking 2 centimeters, 200 centimeters.
Yeah.
People are huge over there.
Japan, 5'7". Seems to be an average just overall in Japan. Korea, 5'8". Or at least that's South Korea. For what?
What's the average for the Netherlands?
Netherlands, 5'11".
Really?
181 centimeters, and then another one says 180. Oh, 181 centimeters was recorded in 2020, but back in 2009, it was 183.
Yeah, that seems more accurate.
People got shorter.
I guess. The Earth gravitational pull shortened them. Sweden.
How's it in Singapore?
First in Sweden is the average since 2008 has been 181 centimeters, and Singapore is not listed.
They have no.
You sure
height.
you didn't miss it?
Average height in Singapore.
Hold on, go back to the wiki page. Go up a little.
Oh, there it is. You're right. Sorry. Since 2009, 2014, it's 2 different ones. It says both 172 and 170 centimeters that were both measured between 2009 and 2014. So I don't know which one's better, but around there at least. But yeah, and also it says 173. So around 170 to 173 centimeters. Interesting. Zimbabwe. 5'3". Wow.
No fucking way.
I think that's the average female height. That's why. 5'3" in Zimbabwe. Crazy. Anyways, why did we start talking about height? I forget.
I don't know. But we sure did.
You mentioned that your last name means short, and I asked if you were short.
That's right. Thank you.
We have deducted from this experiment that you're not short.
Apparently. Well, I'm not. But the other people in my family are, kind of. It could be that we're also just like... Because some of my grandparents are kind of short. My grandma especially, she's like... I think she's like 5 or 5'1". So that'd be like... I don't know, 155 centimeters maybe?
A little bit tiny.
A little bit
but
tiny.
not too much.
Well, wait, she was 5'1" in cm. 5'1" in cm is 150. Yeah, 155. She's short, but she's great. She's also really, really old and losing her mind. But you know what? That happens when you're old.
Would you believe it?
Don't you believe it? Yeah.
Saw a different plague meme made by somebody. Looks really dumb. What the fuck?
I'm fucking hungry.
Go get something to eat then.
I ate before the stream.
Again.
True.
Do it again.
Yeah. Get more food. Take more of the Earth's supply. Ruin it. Burn the Earth into the ground.
Okay, maybe don't go that far.
What? Oh, sorry.
I didn't get it.
It's a pretty good Xion. Not bad. Whoa, sus be upon ye.
What are you doing?
Hmm?
I'm watching your Discord stream. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, I guess I'm moving the screen to the beat of the music. Sorry.
You vibing.
I do that sometimes.
You vibing.
I don't have too much time left, but I'll be able to draw anyone else in that time. I could attempt. Oh man. That'd be difficult. I can maybe do it. I'll give it a shot. That's a good photo. I'll do it like here, I guess.
Where is this?
This is a character I have not drawn in a very long time. Not my own character, but someone else's. A spoopy ghost. Clem could do that. Or I guess both Clem and Fast could. Fast would do it very cute. Clem would do it very realistic.
What?
A spoopy ghost. It is October.
Spoopy ghost. I don't really celebrate Halloween, though.
Oh, yeah.
I could try drawing a ghost, but it's not really gonna be spooky.
It's okay if it's cute. Cece is also drawing a spoopy ghost.
There's your ghost.
No. Clem, you defied me. How could you?
I know. Very realistic, you said. I do play 100% Orange Juice, yeah. Not recently, but I used to. A lot. I do have most of the DLC.
Oh my god, Clem, that is so cute.
It is actually really cute. Should play it sometime? Okay. I will say well, that's not true. I would say I don't play lightly, but I do. There are times when...
Who's this character?
This is The John. From a band called...
The John.
Yes, that is his name. The John. From a band called Steam Powered Giraffe. A band.
Okay.
I could definitely spurg about Steam Powered Giraffe if you'd want me to.
We haven't finished KH yet. Please spare me.
Okay. I will. John is a lovable cinnamon roll, and I miss him. He's not dead. It's just that the actual person moved on from the band. So.
Oh no.
It's fair.
No more.
He is not the only one. The band has had a problem of keeping their members. I think Steam Powered Giraffe. I think they've gone through. Let me think how many band members they've gone through. There was originally John. Probably 8 members they've gone through. Yeah, the band has been around since, I want to say, 2009. I think that's whenever they were formed. Around there, at least. Either 2009, 2010, 2011. One of those years they were formed. And they're still going. But they have shed members a lot. And there's reasons. Some of them the members' faults. Some of them the band's fault as a whole. But I'll spurg about that another time. If I remember much of it. Because that was 2016, 2017, and 2018 I think was, they had like, 2018 they had like the show that was, I think, like or it was 2019, I think it was 2019 that they had a show that was a like getting everyone back together for one show because it was like the 10-year anniversary of the band, and that was like a big thing for everyone involved. Really good band though, at least their early albums. More their albums you go down, gets a little shaky, but their early albums are really good.
Oh my god, Clem, that's even cuter. Oh my god. I'm holding them in my palm.
There we go.
It's a snake.
Going up some stairs.
Clem, I adore your little guy.
He's so pretty.
Yes. Oh my god. How do you do it, Clem?
I don't know.
How do you make such visceral images and then you make something so adorable?
Oh my god, he has horns now.
Literally reaching spooky month territory.
It's a spooky month.
Do you know how to do the spooky dance?
Oh no.
He doesn't know how to do the spooky dance.
You don't know how to do the spooky dance, Clem?
I don't know.
You don't. You
I
don't
know.
know?
How to draw it.
Well, you do know how to do it though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I can explain if you want me to, but if you know it, it's alright.
Nah, that's fine. I don't need a tutorial on the spooky dance. I'm gonna be okay.
Okay.
I appreciate the gesture though.
You know what? You're welcome. You know what? Is there anything else we could draw for Halloween? Or spooky-ish?
Any scary creatures you can think about? That isn't too hard to draw? Skeletons.
Zombie. There's a creeper.
Spooder.
There's a creeper count.
Yeah.
I could hear the laugh in your voice.
Sure it does.
Friends. Good friends.
And your fan art.
Aww. Look at them
Immediately.
big ol' eyes. Look at those big ol' eyes. Big anime
Different.
eyes.
He is friend-shaped.
He is bite-sized.
He is absolutely friend-shaped and bite-sized.
What are you gonna eat him?
I mean, I guess he can't really. He is a ghost. He would just go right through you. Get it?
It's true.
It's a pun. Go right through you, cause he's a ghost.
I laugh.
Clem, what's the funniest joke you can tell?
Good question.
Here's my funniest joke. Here I go. Me.
Comedy at its finest. I'm laughing so hard right now, my skin is melting off my bones.
Who's Joker?
Who's Joker?
Who is the Joker? Why does he do what he do? Who
What
is
does
John
Joker
Doe?
do?
Who is John Doe? John Doe D's nuts.
John does nuts?
Yeah.
He does them?
Yeah. You ever been to a nut factory?
No.
That's where they make the nut.
They build it.
Yeah. They must rebuild. They must continue to build stronger. They
It's
must perfect the nut.
It's not found in the wild.
No, they must perfect the nut.
They just make them.
The perfect nut is what every company strives for.
Imagine finding a fucking nut in the wild that's got a fucking logo on it.
Yeah. That's when you run. Run away from that.
What the fuck?
Do not
Can I eat that?
DNI. Do not interact. DNI. Clem, do you have any DNIs?
As like DNI flags or
Yeah.
like that go off of my brain.
Yeah.
I got the opposite of that,
Yeah.
which is immediately interact, which is
Uh.
because I work in a store.
Uh.
Sometimes people at my store, as workers, we have the very clever idea of saying that cheese, when it's getting close to like being outdated, we eventually throw it away, you know? We just fucking throw it in the bin, which is very stupid. And what I do is that 2 days before it expires, I put a discount on it. And if nobody bought it by the time we've reached the final day, I buy it myself. Because if by some weird reason you decide that you should stop eating cheese because it has reached the its date, you're dumb. Don't do that. Continue eating it. It's made to do that. Do not throw it away.
Words of wisdom.
Yes. Eat outdated cheese. It's good. It smells like garbage, but it's good. Trust me.
You're just saying that because you're French.
Yeah. Smelly cheese is good. What's wrong with that?
Does it do anything to your body?
No. It's just good. It's good taste. It tastes like actual good cheese.
So is it the more smellier the better?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, technically, yes, but
no.
my dad has proven the complete opposite is also true.
Oh.
So I don't know. He brought back something that didn't look like cheese at all. It was in a box. And every time we opened the box, it was like opening Pandora's box, and all of us died.
Oh.
But somehow, he said it was really good. And then, because I trusted in the logic of the smelly cheese good, I tried it. It was not good. It was actually absolutely terrible.
So, smellier cheese is better, but only sometimes.
Smellier cheese better most of the time, but sometimes, if you find cheese in box, beware.
Because it could be actually bad.
Yeah, if you find the cheese liquid in a pot, run. It won't kill you, but your brain will be like, "What the fuck are you eating?"
And then what do you do?
That's not cheese. Well, you eat it. Somebody gotta eat it.
Could just throw it away.
No.
Don't have to eat it. If it's bad, no one should eat it.
No. It's cheese, bro.
That's true, you are French.
You don't throw cheese away. You crazy?
Is it illegal to do that?
It's illegal.
Why was I never taught this?
French police looks everywhere.
If you throw cheese away, they will send you to jail.
Yeah, they see through walls, bruh.
Bruh. I mean, with the
I
riots
love
going
how
on
y'all
over
are
there,
talking about cheese, and I'm saying the most batshit insane sentences that make no sense to anyone at all. Like, maybe the real hallucinogenic gas was the midnight motorist we got along the way. In a different server.
Yeah. It's truly amazing what conversations can evolve into over time.
Truly.
It got
We're
pinned.
blessed
It fucking
individuals.
got pinned.
Nice.
You got banned?
Pinned.
Pinned. It
Oh.
got pinned. But honestly, a ban would have been a totally reasonable reaction.
Clem, I need you to do me a solid.
Okay.
Can you fill this corner with anything?
Where is the corner?
Bottom right.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Fast is already doing a little bit of it too. What you got in your head?
What do you think I have?
Neko.
Yes.
Go for it, Cece. Robokey. What would Robokey wear for Halloween? Wolf ears. Robokey is actually a huge furry. Sorry.
That makes sense now.
I just thought it'd be funny to see a robot in a fursuit. Is that Neko Arc dripping?
Yeah.
Holy shit, Neko Arc dripping. What kind of powers does she have?
Is she also gonna throw something?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I was thinking you were saying she might give us the boof. Already seen robots in fursuits? The FNAF animatronics.
I mean, they are the fursuits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Absolutely dripping. Give her the Nikes. Give her the Nikes. Give her the Air Jordans.
Oh yeah. This is really happening.
It was
It's too
what
late
came
to
to your
turn
mind.
back.
Yeah. Look at him. Look at him shoes.
Look at those. What are those?
What are those?
What are those?
What the fuck are those?
These are my Crocs.
Okay, what is she throwing?
The boof. Do you know what a boof is?
Hold on. Yeah, but I haven't made the right eyes.
You can make them bloodshot.
Yeah. Actually. Hold on.
There you go.
She passing the booth.
Mm-hmm.
What's she throwing?
The boof. Do you know what a boof is, Fats?
Whoa, drugs be upon ye.
Yeah, they. She's passing the weed. By passing, I mean throwing it.
Yeah.
Catch, fucko.
Think fast, chuckle nuts.
Just like slaps across your face.
That's fucking genius, bro. Piece of art.
It is. Well, drugs be upon ye. Absolutely amazing. Okay, is that where we should end?
I think
I
so,
think, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting a little late. Well, hopefully you learned a thing or two fast.
What?
Did you learn anything?
Oh no. What would I learn from all this?
Fair point.
The little ghost boy is a very cute and I love it.
Oh, that's true. It is. Clem's very good at that.
Yep.
Clem, did you learn anything?
I can make cute stuff.
Cece, did you learn anything? Golded, Jay, did you learn anything?
Oh, the boof.
You learned about the boof. No, Cece didn't learn anything. Okay. Well, then I guess we'll end. Are there any final words to say?
Oh my god, guys. The art is good.
That's true, especially on the the second canvas. We didn't talk enough about it. It's literally so good.
The art is good, guys. Draw
All of it.
That is a lie.
I love the eyes. They're so good. Rest is so good, so good. So good.
This whole scene is just...
Oh wait, that's my nose. I thought that was my mouth. I thought my mouth, I had a tiny mouth and it was like a gape. But now I see that's my nose.
It's a nose.
Oh.
There is no mouth.
I don't have a mouth. I thought it was my mouth.
You thought that was your mouth?
I did.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. I thought I was like a tiny mouth that was a gape, like looking. Change that to my Discord avatar. I would. I would if I could do it server wide. I think there's some people that would have lots of questions in my other servers. I totally would, but
Who fucking cares? I see people with weird PFPs all the fucking time. I don't question it.
I have some friends that would really question it, and they wouldn't like the answer, so I'm good.
Why would they not like the answer? Just say a friend drew this for me and I found it funny.
I could maybe get away with that.
Oh, furry guys.
We'll see. Yeah, that's why. That's why they wouldn't like it. But all of it's really good, and yeah. All right. Well, with that, I'll end. I'm actually going to hopefully be around for tomorrow, so we could maybe actually do a stream tomorrow.
Jackpot.
The past like 3 Saturdays, I got busy. I don't think I'll be busy
Yeah.
tomorrow. That can change.
You said that. You said that last time, then stream ended, and immediately we're like, "Sorry guys, something came up." No.
Yeah,
stream
because
tomorrow."
Cause I went to go eat after Friday's stream last week, and my dad was like, "Hey, can you help me with like painting tomorrow?" I was like, "Does it have to be tomorrow?" He's like, "Yeah, it does." I was like, "Okay, cool."
You painted walls.
We
and
painted.
You didn't invite me.
We painted our pool. Because
Oh,
we
boy.
needed to. Yeah.
And you didn't invite me.
I didn't know you liked painting.
Do.
I didn't. Okay. I mean, do you like painting the one singular color?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll invite you next time. That way you can, travel over here to the middle of buttfuck nowhere, Ohio.
It's not a real destination. You'll spawn there.
True. Put in the coordinates. Put in the X.
With the console.
Yeah, the X and Y coordinates in the console, and you'll spawn here. Oh man, I don't think we have anything to do tomorrow, but maybe we do, maybe we don't. As far as I know, I'm fine, but maybe something will
We'll
come up.
see.
I have no clue. If not,
Fingers
then
crossed.
I will actually try and do a Jackbox stream tomorrow. It's just life gets in the way, and I can't always
That's
do
fine.
it. Yeah, it happens. So
Don't worry about it. It's
don't
fine.
worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing. Well, for now, thank you all for joining, and
Thank you for having us.
as always. And I guess if there's no final words, we'll go right into the goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bless you.
Are you okay?
I'm dying.